Martin Show.
Does he sound stoned?
Oh, yes.
All right. Hey, Richard.
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing?
Working.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Supposed to be working, but I got about an hour to kill.
Oh. So you want to sit on hold and listen to the show?
Yeah, because you're awesome, man.
No.
And JD's a loser.
And coming from a stoner. Yeah, let this one go. It don't need a punchline. Just let him go.
I love the Grand Dragon.
And he loves you.
What?
Oh, the Grand Dragon loves me?
Yes.
Awesome.
What do you do, Richard?
I sell insurance.
For what?
Huh?
For what?
Like life insurance and accident insurance.
And you're stoned at work?
No. What? What are you talking about? No way. That would be wrong.
Look at that. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes.
What is it?
I want to know, what is so good about true love, and should I give it up to my husband?
Why are you asking me about this?
Russ, because, okay, the whole conversation started up. Me and my coworker, she's like, oh, I listened to Russ Martin, and we were having a conversation about how my husband asks me, like, 2 times a day, all the time, hey, and he thinks it's so good, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. We used to, but I don't do it anymore. She's like, well,
why is that? Because I dated somebody back it was about 10, 11 years ago, and when we first started dating, that was fine. And when that week came along in that month, it was still fine. And she goes, look, we're open 24/7. And then after we dated for a while, she goes, no, that ain't happening again.
You know what I think it is? Honestly, deep down inside, I think that I used to have to, he was my boyfriend at the time, so of course I did anything to get his attention. Well, now that he's my husband and I have his attention, but the bottom line is... Yeah,
it's like you're a very good salesperson. Your customer follow-up, your customer service sucks.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, well, I don't know. Am I a bad wife? He asks me every day.
Well, why is it you can't just do it once?
You think I should?
Up to you. I don't care what you stick in it.
Oh, dear God.
I don't care what you guys do.
Well, the bottom line is...
I think... Don't be surprised, because this isn't just the only problem in your marriage. There are other things that you probably aren't tending to either. Don't be surprised when he goes off someplace else and gives it to somebody else in the $2.
No. No, I'm not worried about that. I mean,
and that's exactly you're the type of woman that's always shocked when her husband cheats, because you just said, I'm not worried about that. Because I guarantee you, there's some place at work right now that won't mind him pushing in a brownie or two.
Oh, my Lord. No, he's not pushing brownies with anyone else, believe me.
And how do you know that?
Because my husband and I are very close. We're like best friends. We have a very good relationship. We're very open. We're very honest. Right. We have very good sex all the time.
Okay.
But I just can't do that. I don't know why. I used to, but I don't know why. I think I'm scared.
What the...
I'm scared.
Did you have a problem with it when you did it the first go-round?
No, I didn't.
Did you enjoy any part of it?
Of course.
All right.
Or I wouldn't have done it.
So what are you scared about since you've already done it?
I don't know. That's my problem, see?
How long has it been since you did it?
It has been that long. I don't even remember. Probably...
How long have you been married?
We've been married 5 years.
That long?
Yeah, it was before we got married.
Okay.
Poor guy.
What else is it?
I love him to death, but he asks me every day.
Well, I don't understand. You've done it. You know there's nothing to be afraid of. Obviously, you got the technique down. I don't understand what the big issue is.
I don't know, but it annoys me because he asks me, and I yell at him all the time, and I'll tell him, quit asking me. And he's like, come on, and I keep telling him no. But at the same time, I feel sorry for him because he's always asking me
Hold on a
every
second.
day.
What are you nodding about, Dan?
I'm just saying, I think the reason why she's not giving it up is because he keeps bothering her about it. That's the only thing I can think of that would marginally make sense.
Oh.
Maybe if he just cut down on the pestering, she might give in.
Gretchen let you do that?
I told him in the past, quit bugging me about it, and maybe
Gretchen,
he will.
shut up. Gretchen let you do that?
Yeah.
How does it make me hot?
No.
It's because she looks so innocent.
I know.
She's hot but innocent.
Very sweet.
She don't mind that?
Mm-mm.
And you've been married how long?
A year and a half. And I don't ask for it every day. So that's the only thing I could think of as possibly.
How do you know which door to park in when you're coming home?
I don't know when the time is right.
Yeah.
Usually we'll actually...
I mean, does she just go like this? Like that?
It's usually a little more romantic.
Aim high,
Well,
baby.
how about this? Pinky up?
There you go. Much more subtle.
What'd you say? Aim high?
Aim high.
Yeah.
This time.
Take the high road, baby.
No, usually actually one of us will mention it beforehand.
And how do you do that?
Actually, usually she'll be like, so, I was thinking.
That is so hot.
Mm-hmm. I had a chick I was dating one time say that in a bar. We'd only been dating 3 weeks. And she goes, do you like that? I went, yeah. She goes, I'd like that right now. Well, we're in Cowboys. She goes, let's leave.
Well, they've seen that before. I'll slap on a costume so they don't think anything about it. Mona brought that up one time. She goes, my Bobo needs some loving.
Yeah.
We never got around to it. Maybe the second go-round if we get back together.
You're not getting back together with her.
We've talked a couple of times.
I know.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Except Amy's the perfect chick for you.
Amy and I have only been dating a couple months. Mona and I dated for 8 months.
I've heard less problems with Amy. Maybe I just don't hear them all. But Mona was irritating you a lot. Very smart, but dingy. Didn't pay attention enough. Wasn't there for you when you were sick that day.
Yeah.
So why would
But
you...
I'm past that. I let things go. Why is that funny to you?
You have never let anything go in your entire life. Not one.
There are things that I absolutely... Hold on a second. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Well, just let him do it. Do it once and he'll shut up.
Okay.
Or make some kind of deal. If I let you do this, will you shut up about it for 6 months?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
And you don't know. Maybe it's like finding an old toy in the closet you haven't played with for a while. Maybe you do this and you enjoy it and you want to do it more.
Okay.
I don't understand why you're asking me about this, though.
Because you're always talking about tutor.
I very seldom talk about that. It's not my big thing.
Okay, well...
You just normally call people in the media and ask them if how you should do your sexual stuff. Why don't you call Greg Stevens at, not Greg Stevens. What's the guy that's on Channel 8?
Greg Fields?
Yeah, why don't you call Greg Fields? He looks like he's into that. I think he is.
No.
I bet he is.
No, that's a eunuch. He's not.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Greg Fields looks like he's big into the toot box.
I want to know from other guys, what is so good about it?
You know what? I don't know. It's just it's the taboo thing. It's just there. We're just that's what guys do. We walk around on a daily basis and we look at holes and decide and wonder what it's like to be in it.
Oh, dear God.
I don't care where the hole is, and I'm not talking sexual. If it's round, we're curious. There ain't a guy on this planet that hadn't had his thing inside a toilet paper roll.
The Russ Martin Show.
ones that smell like just rancid eggs.
Yeah. Stick around for about, 10, 15 minutes.
What do you have?
Where'd this come from?
My roommate went to get some fireworks over July 4th, and he just said, "You want these?" He didn't want to use them for anything.
They're just the old school stink bombs.
Oh, stink bombs. Okay. I forgot, you put those in water, or do you light them, or what do you do?
I think these are in don't they come in like little
Capsules
glass
or something,
capsules?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's just a little glass vial. Yeah, they had these when we were in high school, so they just dropped one in the hall and then book.
Someone. Someone.
I wasn't the center of everything that happened bad in high school.
I bet you were pretty close to the epicenter of most disasters.
Yeah, the only thing I ever got suspended for was
the only thing.
Well, I'm going to tell the story now. There's really going to be no punchline to it.
What'd you do?
They were taking the senior class photo.
Okay.
Panoramic shot.
I remember. Big long.
They stuck a rubber nose and glasses on.
Oh, I've seen that picture. Why did you get suspended for that?
They had a piss fit about that.
It's your picture.
I had people threaten me, and you ruined our class picture.
One guy would hold
it was mostly chicks, but there were a few guys that were twisted about it as well.
Ruined our class picture.
How many people were in your graduating class?
I don't know. 300.
The only reason I ask is I'm wondering, if it's a really small class, then you with that face might stick out more. But if it's hundreds, I don't see what the big issue would be.
I didn't really. And I think it was for 5 or 6 years, the principal wouldn't put that picture in the hallway with the other graduating classes.
Oh, God. That's absurd.
So, obviously,
your
why
class.
then you guys are right. I'm certainly the loose cannon.
Okay, that's what you got suspended for. What else have you done? What did you do that you didn't get caught?
I didn't do a whole lot in high school. I skipped most of it.
Oh.
I did my stuff extracurricularly.
You skipped school a lot?
Oh, yeah.
But you still graduated.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you did.
Mm-hmm.
You got a diploma.
Proud of it. I think when I was in high school, you could miss 45 days a year.
And you had...
I bitch.
44 to 30.
One class I missed 46. Failed that one.
Jeez. It obviously didn't keep you from graduating now, so...
No. I might have gone up when he was out of the room up to the teacher's desk. It was, what's the next class after science?
Physics?
Chemistry. Mm-hmm. I erased a few of the absentees that he had in his book, put that I was there, figured I was in the clear, bought myself another 3 or 4 days. Big fat sea sucker had a duplicate someplace.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
So that was it.
Okay. So you weren't as bad as we would imagine, as you are today. Whoa, there's not a week that goes by that we don't have the gunpowder in this building. Somebody stopped me the other day and went, when y'all think Live's going to be moving over to Fitzhugh? I'm like, are you out of your mind? Can you imagine just for a week this show being in a real building with real people?
No, that was when David Henry asked if I was interested in moving. He could get a nicer studio, digital board. It'll be in a high-rise on Fitzhugh. Why? That's like relocating a treehouse.
Yeah, pretty much. You couldn't do it. Could not do it. I remember when the Eagle moved from the cool studio we had over on Pioneer Parkway. That looked like a radio station. Crap on the wall.
Was there a liquor store next door?
Liquor store next door. It was,
hell yeah.
It was perfect. Literally out the back door. You could put on Hotel California, get to the liquor store, and get back.
The time-wise, it probably would work.
It would have worked. Yeah, and then they moved us over to that green building in Las Colinas. Oh, it's like going into a doctor's office.
Didn't they make you initially, when the Eagle moved to the high-rise, they made everybody wear, all the jocks, you had to wear ties.
Shirt and tie. Even overnights. Ties. Yes.
What was the
Because Norman Rao was a thing that I really prefer not to say.
So would you like me to?
Sure.
He was an overly tanned orange dick.
Gotcha.
Is that the right guy?
That was it.
Thank you. And, it was also, wasn't Joel Folger the program director?
Yes.
He was another advocate of wearing ties.
Jocks. Their personality. We've gone from a building that literally had holes in the wall because of the rats. But it had character. It had stuff in it.
I believe it also had gunshot holes from one of the morning shows.
We actually did have some gunshot holes, yes. The front windows. That was exactly what you expect the Eagle to be. Exactly. And then we moved to this. They wouldn't let us hang pictures in our offices.
They would let them hang posters in the on-air studio just to give it some type of flavor. It was worse than being in a hospital. It's almost like being in a dairy.
Yeah, it was awful.
And you would think the last thing you'd want to do is stifle personalities by making them.
No, Norman Rao had no clues what the hell he was doing. His mother owned the company. As Moby used to call him, the winner of the Lucky Sperm Club.
Yeah, he had no experience in radio. She just gave him the station and went, there, play with that for a while.
Is that the one Moby eventually pissed off? And
we pissed him off every morning. and they'd sit him down. They go, Moby, really seriously, Norman does not like the winner of the Sperm Club thing. He goes, all right, got it.
Are you sure, Moby?
I've got it. I hear you.
Norman doesn't care for this.
You see me looking at you? I hear you.
All right.
I got it. Good morning, 721. And Norman Rao just got here. Winner of the Lucky Sperm Club.
Yeah, it was nonstop.
He didn't care. Moby didn't give a rat's ass.
Was Folger the program director the whole time there?
No, Randy Brown was there when I got there. And then he left and Folger
came back just to make sure that they was still dead.
The oddest person in the world to program a rock station because he didn't have a rocket bone in his body.
Did you know him before he was brain dead? No offense, I like Folger, but he's brain dead.
I've never known him before that. Never. No.
So whatever he was doing it in the 70s.
Apparently so. Great guy. What an ass, but just not home.
There were people that would set themselves on fire to avoid talking to him. He'd come by and he'd make eye contact and you'd go,
he caught me. Maybe if I stand really still, he won't see me. And long enough,
hey man, that poster looks real. What were you going to say, Trey?
I remember we had him on the air like 5 or 6 years ago, and he was exactly what you described.
Hey, Folge, what's up? Joe, I'm super busy. Hey, it's Folge. I know that. Okay. What do you need? Hey. All right, Joel.
Joel, I'm being stabbed in the neck.
All right.
There are 7 people. I'm being gang raped.
I need to talk.
I have a Glock in my a-hole.
To you about something. I'll call you back. You'd forgotten why he called.
I didn't answer the hotline just on the outside chance. Because, whoever it was going to be distracting and it was going to be irritating and you couldn't scream at him back then because he was the program director. I want to test these stink bombs.
Oh.
Speaking of program directors. Are these really bad?
I haven't smelled those yet.
We'll test it in the trash can and then we can take it outside?
Possibly. That would be good. Something we can remove.
All right.
You just break them open?
I think you just slam it down. Isn't that right?
Why don't you just pop the top off? That way it didn't splatter.
Because it might get on my hands.
Well. Okay. Here we go. The pop?
Yeah.
What's it smell like?
Shoot damn weed.
That's what we smell. Is it that? Well. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's good. Oh. Stick your head in it.
Oh, well, I didn't smell it at first. Now I do.
Go stick that in Gavin's office. Hurry up.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, I get $45 to have Everett come in here.
That's worse than Everett's. Yes.
Do Lysol. Actually, that's dangerously close
he smelled like on Friday?
Here, Dan.
Spray me. No, spray my whole face.
What is it, Gavin?
Spray it.
I swear to God, you better open this door right now.
Spray it, Gavin. Give me that.
Oh, is he closing the hall holding Gavin?
Oh, my God.
Lock the door so Gavin doesn't bring it in here.
Oh, I'm sick to my stomach. That's awful.
That door locked?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
You didn't get a little reminiscent?
No.
You never smelled those in high school?
No, never did. No one ever pulled one of those in my school.
That's amazingly close to what Everett floats.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about him having 6 or 8 feet of his ilium taken out,
It's a
but
short
the
track.
way his body processes food, there's got to be a global warming aspect to that. And when his farts are an element on the charts to their own, but when he takes a grunt,
Oh, God.
all of the rest of the
Periodic
essence of his dew comes out. It's just, you can forget about using the bathroom. I don't know what the half-life is on his grunt, but you can't go in there for at least an hour.
It's awful.
It doesn't matter how many times you spray it. You could actually raise the bathroom and the stench would still be there. Somebody said, what is Rudy's last name, Dan?
Sandoval.
Yeah, the kid that beat up the robber at the pizza place. Was he on
Today.
Good
He was
Morning
on-
or the Today Show?
Show with Matt Lauer, yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
And
Same stuff he said to you, except it was on TV. Same stuff except with pictures. It was just, I was fine. I was
what did
gonna
he do? A
give-
live shot from Channel 5?
A live shot from the pizza place. Obviously, they shot Channel 5 up there with the van.
Okay.
And he just said the same thing. He goes, I was going to give him the money until he slapped me, and then it was on. I'm not going to put up with that crap.
Now, the rest of the story that came out was
Yeah.
the chick that was working there, she wasn't in on it.
No.
But it was her dad that was holding up the restaurant.
That's why she pulled him off.
Pulled Rudy off
That's
of...
my dad. Yeah, quit hitting him.
And actually,
And then I think her husband and the chick's husband and her mom
We're in the car. The truck, whatever.
were in a getaway car waiting on the dad to come back out.
Why would you rob?
Why would you make your mom the wheelman?
That whole thing is odd.
why would you rob your daughter and not give her the heads up? That can be kind of traumatic for some people.
What her husband said, we knew we were out to rob someplace. We just didn't know it was going to be there. Well,
Well, you still knew when you pulled up, hey,
Yeah.
my daughter works here.
you would think that was just unbelievable.
And
But that explains why Rudy said that yesterday. We think the chick that pulled me off might have been in on it.
Well, according to the story, she wasn't in on it, but when Rudy knocked the piss out of the guy and his wig came off, she recognized it as Daddy. And that's when she pulled Rudy off.
Been wailing on my pop. Too late.
I just wonder if she really wasn't in on it. According to the Denton police, they say they believe her.
I just find it hard to believe that she...
Well, it's hard to believe that the entire clan was in on it, and they left her out of it.
Well, what's even stranger, and I'm sure the cops will figure this out, she went back to the cash register and pulled the cash out and more or less handed it to the guy right before Rudy comes into the picture and wails on him. That's why there's money and crap all over the floor. She pulled the cash tray out and handed it to him.
Maybe it was to get rid of him.
Well, could have been. Maybe just like here.
Because he
just
had
take the money,
the
quit.
gun. She didn't, if she wasn't in on this, she didn't know if it was real or not. She didn't have a chance to look at it. Rudy was too busy swinging the guy around.
I watched that video again last night. There's just something really gratifying about watching him lay back and gurgle his own blood.
I heard coming in on KLLI that somebody else had talked to Rudy, and they said people were stopping by the pizza place in Denton dropping off cash for his truck.
Cool. Very nice. That's very nice. And
Did he mention his truck on the Today Show?
He did not.
Because they said that he mentioned it in one of the interviews, and I didn't know who it was.
I didn't see that.
I think that's fairly obvious.
Well, I'm sure I'm not the only one that asked him. Was there something we could do for him?
Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if you were.
I wonder if the Today Show gave him any cash.
I was wondering about that, whether real news shows. Now, the other people that called me yesterday were a kind of a news channel. They weren't like one of the major networks, and they said they were going to pay him.
They say how much?
They didn't say how much.
I think as far as the networks go, normal broadcasting, I think it's probably taboo to offer somebody cash for an interview, but the tabloids, Inside Edition, whatever, I think they're almost known for that.
Yeah, they want the story, and you don't have to give it to anybody.
I know, like the Today Show, I don't think they pay him. Like, they'll fly him, if it's good enough, they'll fly him to New York, put him up.
He was on maybe 60 seconds, so.
Yeah, they didn't offer us any cash when JD and I went to the Jenny Jones show.
They didn't offer us anything. And what they did offer, they didn't deliver.
Well, they flew us up there.
They did put us on.
Gave us a place to stay. Wouldn't pay for what we ate out of the Robo Bar or drank out of it.
When we first got there, we asked for 3 rooms because there were 3 of us. We only had 2 rooms to begin with. And we had to.
Oh yeah, they promised they lied to us from the instant they got us on the phone. Because at the time we were still doing mornings. We'll get you back. We'll book you on an early flight. You're not going to miss anything. We'll put you at the beginning of the show. We'll get you out of there. You'll have your own car. We'll get you as many rooms as you need. They didn't do a freaking thing. Then they want us to hang around after the shooting for a nice group photo. They'd take you and that pumpkin-headed bitch and take your own shot. We're leaving.
No, don't take the wireless mics off. No, you're having a wireless mics because we're leaving.
Yeah, we're going to the bathroom. Okay, we'll leave the wireless mics on. We're going to shoot some other stuff. Yeah, okay.
Got it.
Thumbs up.
Took them off, laid them on a little table, gone. We were running out there like we're running out of a bank because we didn't really know our way out.
No. And initially, the limo driver wasn't going to take us any place till we gave him some cash. Alfie, what is line 1? I don't get it.
He has a question about an experiment we did last week.
Oh. Yes, Sam.
Hey, Russ. How you doing, man?
Good.
So I walked into my office this morning, and somebody, I guess, had left behind a floor buffer. And we've been trying to ride that bitch all day. And we can't get around getting tangled in the cord. Wonder if we could get some advice from you.
You got to have somebody out there and actually, like the cord wrangler.
Like, while the cord over the top of you as you're spinning at 20 miles an hour?
Yeah, while you're riding it, you got to have somebody keep the cord from wrapping around the buffer.
Alrighty.
Has anybody made it the 8 seconds yet?
Well, it's hard to say because the cord keeps getting unplugged. Get tangled up, and then it comes unplugged, and we go toppling over.
How long of a cord do you have?
I don't know, maybe 15, 20 feet.
That's about what we had. Mm-hmm. That should be plenty.
All right. Well, if I have any issues, I'll give you guys a holler back.
All right, anytime.
Thanks a lot.
Anybody else need to know anything? Tater guns, fireworks? No?
Chicken in
That's
a
all
doll.
I got so far.
That was disgusting.
Why?
Shoving that chicken in that blow-up sex doll's clam.
How do you know?
It was a baby.
You weren't there. You don't know.
I was here when it came out. In pieces.
God. That was still a nice first run at seeing if we could actually birth a child.
And that sex doll is still sitting in my office with its pants down. Well, I don't know. But James, our maintenance engineer around here, walked in. He's kind of a Christian guy. He walked in and he started talking to me. He looked over and went, "Oh, Lord." And he left. He didn't say another word to me. I don't know if he's mad.
No, actually, he actually walked by my and Chloe's office and said something along the lines of, "If JD wants a real fat chick, let me know." I don't know if that had something to do with the doll. I don't know what it was.
Like a fat blow-up? Maybe he was offended because she's white.
I don't know.
Or she's shaved.
No.
I don't think that's big in that culture, shaving.
I don't know. I have no clue. But anyway, he just said, "Oh, Lord," and left.
Well, why don't you pull her pants up?
Well, I will. I just haven't got a chance. I've been busy.
It's been there for a day and a half.
I'll get around to
actually,
it.
when was the birthing thing? Was that Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, it's been there since the weekend. Excuse me, if you will.
Sure, I'm sitting over here.
Hello? Yes? You're with who? Okay. Yes, that's correct. Yes. We're also having a sale on mattresses today. Free mattresses today. Yes. Why don't you come over and we'll break one in?
Rude. Hang up.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why.
I think it's the third or fourth phone call we've got on that phone Somebody think it was a furniture store.
Must be just one digit off someplace around here.
We worked at the Eagle. We were one or two digits off from some tire store. We had sales all the time.
You're getting them right here now. They're free. 10 minutes. Your call.
They called back, pissed off because nobody would give them the free tires. It's like, obviously, you didn't talk to the right person here, so you come back and you asked for it. And because of, to compensate for all the time and trouble, we'll align the thing and we'll throw in some free spinners. Bounce on down. Do we need a break? No. All right. I'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Is that you?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
All right, a couple things to let you know about. First of all, there's something going on around the zoo in Dallas, I-35 southbound at Marsalis. The off-ramp is blocked, and then as you backed up to Ewing Avenue due to some sort of traffic control heading to the zoo. In Carrollton, there is an accident, 35 southbound at Frankfurt Road. And in Dallas, Woodall Rogers westbound at 35, there's a disabled vehicle blocking the shoulder there. And in Plano, 121 southbound after Preston, there's an accident there as well. There's your look at traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Dan. All right, 78 for the low tonight and pretty much upper 90s, near 100 the rest of the week. We have 94, mostly cloudy now at Live 105.3.
I think they're doing a discount day at the zoo. I didn't really think it would make that big of a difference. But they said traffic going into the Dallas Zoo has been packed all day.
What does it cost normally to get in the zoo? Anybody know?
I don't have a clue.
So discount days, well, it's like at Lone Star Park when they do the what is it, dollar days? You can't move in that place. People, $1 for a hot dog, $1 for a soda, $1 for a draft beer, $1 to park, and $1 program. You can't move. You'd think they were giving away hand jobs. You see people walking out with armloads of hot dogs and just.
Well, that's cheaper than you could get it any place else, especially if they got dollar beer.
I know, but they're out there at the racetracks. They're gambling the rest of their money away. It's just kind of funny that they make that big of a deal over saving a couple of bucks on a hot dog. Stay at home, buy them at Kroger.
Dan, how long is this clip you just brought in?
Minute 47. It starts from you saying to take the bomb in the can and go all the way up to David Henry pretty much acquiescing.
So I didn't hear this.
You guys didn't?
I didn't hear. I was in the office looking at the computer.
Oh, I started the Rodney Anderson spot, and I saw David Henry in Gavin's office. That's what I told Dan. I was running there with the stink bomb, pulled door closed. David Henry's in Gavin. Take the stink bomb in there and throw it in the trash can and pull the door closed. Okay. Hurry, because it looks like Henry's about to leave.
Oh, no. No! Russ!
Do what?
Russ!
Is he holding the door? Yeah, he's holding the door closed.
What is that? It's a stink bomb! Open the door!
David's walking around now with his hand over his mouth, just trying to figure out, is there another way out?
Look for the other exits.
It's not funny, Russ! Dang, I'm not amused. Open the door.
Try to look at the camera and look at David Henry.
Open the door.
Here in a few seconds, David Henry's cell phone goes off.
Okay. I'm not amused.
Gavin told me during the break it was somebody from corporate, so he had to stop whatever he was doing and take the call. Dan's not even holding the door anymore.
Well, yes, he is.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Odd. Come on. That's immediate, too.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Hello? They might pass.
Hold on.
1 second.
Somebody's calling David Henry.
Okay, this is like, I gotta take this call.
Don't let him out, Alfie.
Open the door. Open the door. Right, I'm gonna fire who's gonna ever get inside of that door.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna count to 3.
All right, go ahead.
1.
All right.
Jesus, Russ, this is not working.
Yeah, that works really well when you're a daddy. You don't work too good here. This will get him.
Just absolute defeat in his voice.
He didn't even get to 1. Give it a shot. Be a man. Stand up to me. Get me under control. There's no reason to let me run amok in the afternoons. Good God, man.
This is not working out.
I just love the way he's like, I have to take this call.
Well, take it.
You can't breathe.
I love the fact that I'm carrying around baggage from my other 20 years of radio, having to deal with coked-up program directors and a-hole GMs.
But these guys have been nice to us, and you're mean to them.
Well, the other people aren't around.
No, that's true. The Norman.
That's why you call it. That's why you call it baggage.
I understand.
Dan's not even holding the door anymore.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Odd. Come on. That's immediate, too.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Hello? They might pass.
Hold on.
1 second.
Somebody's calling David Henry.
Okay, this is like, I gotta take this call.
Don't let him out, Alfie.
Open the door. Open the door. Right, I'm gonna fire who's gonna ever get inside of that door.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna count to 3.
All right, go ahead.
1.
All right.
Jesus, Russ, this is not working.
This is going to be another one of those clips you're going to have to take away from me.
Count to
Every time I see him now, count to 3 for me.
We didn't get to hear the end of the story the first time you tried it.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Gavin.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Trying to get this smell out of my office.
We gave you the Lysol.
Ridiculous. JD's right. I am nice to you.
I've always said you were. I've said on the air and off the air. You're probably one of the most intuitive program directors I've ever worked with.
Yeah, but a lot of times this stuff carries off the air.
Not with me.
Well, like, for instance, today when I'm driving back and forth between this station and KRLD and I got a blow-up doll in my passenger seat still because it won't come off because you duct taped it and I don't want my leather coming off.
I didn't tell Trey to use duct tape.
Well, we have a dilemma on our hands now.
Well, what dilemma?
What are we going to
do? The duct tape should come off. I told him to use super glue. In the heat, that duct tape should come straight off.
Yeah, but there's residue.
Well, why don't you let the air out of the doll?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet.
Where's the stem on that thing? I don't know.
Yeah, what am I going to do? Look for it?
I think it's in the center of the back.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, that'll look good.
That's what's taped. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. You try the HOV like I said?
No, just tried to keep driving and hope that no one was looking.
Trey stuck the cigar in her mouth so she didn't look so surprised that she's riding in traffic.
It's just an everyday embarrassment.
We should have put a gag around her mouth and a blindfold.
Cops see that. Pull him over. What the hell are you doing?
Did you ever do that when you were in school?
What?
If you were riding in the passenger seat, Trey, you do this?
No.
You take whatever you had around, a handkerchief or whatever's laying in the seat, you wrap it around your mouth really quick if you're coming up next to a cop car. You wrap it around your mouth and you start banging your head on the side glass. So they pull you over.
No, only you would think of doing that. You're evil. I've learned not to ever drive with you. We used to be in the hot TV van. We pull up. I'd be driving. We pull up to an intersection. There'd be some people, maybe even of color, either side of us. He ducks down, lays on the horn, and flips them off.
You stick your hand over to the left of the driver's side so it looks like it's coming from JD.
God.
He hated that.
Yeah. For a while, I quit driving for that reason. Play it again.
Dan's not even holding the door anymore.
Well, yes, he is.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. God. Come on. That's immediate, too.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Hello? They might pass.
Hold on.
1 second.
Somebody's calling David Henry.
Okay, this is like, I gotta take this call.
Don't let him out, Alfie.
Open the door. Open the door. I'm gonna fire who's on every other side of that door.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna count to 3.
All right, go ahead. What is it, Trey?
Gavin all starts to bow up when David said he's going to fire him. You say, no, you're not. Then Gavin starts to go, yes, he. I think he gets about, and then he stops.
Yes, he. No.
We listen to it again. Dan's not even holding the door anymore.
Well, yes, he is.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. God. Come on. That's immediate, too.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Hello? They might pass.
Hold on.
1 second.
Somebody's calling David Henry.
Okay, this is like, I gotta take this call.
Don't let him out, Alfie.
Open the door. Open the door. I'm gonna fire who's on every other side of that door.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna count to 3.
All right, go ahead.
1.
All right.
Jesus, Russ. Not working.
Oh, that's my ringtone.
I'm going to count to 3.
It's not working.
He didn't even make it to 3.
He made it to 2 because he knew. What's the point? It can't even look worse if he gets to 3 and nothing happens.
All right, anything else before we start news?
Oh, I've got several things, actually.
All right, go ahead.
You guys are all idiots. We talked about this yesterday, the petroleum reserves. They are on the Texas-Louisiana border. They store the oil in the salt dumps near refineries. Utah is an oil slate that we have only started to produce.
Well, who cares where they store it? There's still the National Reserve that people want Bush to turn a third of it loose.
People get pissy if you don't get every little detail right.
Well, Trey's the one that said it was in Utah.
Well, they think we're all buffoons.
You can't call us all names.
He did.
Yeah, just me.
Why'd you think it was in Utah?
I just thought, for some reason, I thought it was.
Where do they actually keep it?
It's Texas and Louisiana. There's 4 sites.
All right.
You guys talked about baby sensors in cars the other day. They have sensors now that can detect a heartbeat in your car. Some car makers are using them on alarms to be able to tell if somebody's waiting for them in their car. Just thought you'd like to know.
And what happens if somebody gets one of the heartbeat sensors, they forget and they leave their kid in the car, the heartbeat sensor malfunctions, they're going to go back and sue the automaker.
Never thought of that, yeah. Just like, yeah, you're right.
It's like the guy that backed over his daughter, then goes back and blames Toyota or whoever it was because they didn't tell him there were backup cameras on the car, and this SUV that we bought got blind spots.
That was the screwiest deal. How can you ever begin to blame the company that built the damn thing?
Huh? You're the one that came up with the explanation of it's such a tragedy that you got in your mind. You know that you're guilty of it, and the only way for you to make it through this is to rationalize and blame somebody else.
Like Dan Lewis's career.
O'Malley, get up.
Shake your hand.
Sure. Dan Lewis is the only person known to man that can actually back over himself. As far as his career goes.
In that regard, I guess he is impressive.
And I got one more before. All right. No kidding. You're going somewhere.
No, it's just the aspect of that would probably be the biggest reason that nobody would put heartbeat sensors or any type of device in a car to be able to tell if a child was in it.
It fails.
Because if it ever malfunctions, then now the parents even got a better excuse.
I left him in there, but your alarm didn't go off.
So now, not only am I not going to be found guilty of baking my child, I'm going to get some cash for it.
Yeah.
And the part about that worries me, you're right. It's absolutely, if that happens, someone will inevitably sue. My concern, though, at that point would be, is the car manufacturer going to give in to it? Or are they actually going to fight it the way they should?
I don't know. I don't know what happened with the tentative lawsuit for the guy that backed over his daughter.
Yeah, they were actually going to file it, so I wonder if we can find out if anything ever became of it.
I never heard if there was a result of that.
You'd think that would hit the news.
I don't think it's not even a good idea to settle out of court because, again, you set the precedent, and if anybody else backs over their kid, then all of a sudden, car manufacturers got to cough up cash because now you got something to point to.
And that's why I'm thinking they would have to fight something like that if it got to that point because, like you said, if they were that first case, settle it, every time it happens after that, they're going to be forced to do the same.
Even if they settle out of court and the results weren't made public, you know that they got cash because they settled out of court.
Yep. And the lawyers will know that. They'll go into court records. And finally, somebody wants our opinion on what happened on their weekend. Hey, guys, I wanted to know your opinion about something that happened during my weekend. I went to an upscale gentleman's club this weekend. I haven't been to a strip club in years. While I was there, I wanted to spend some time with one of the dancers. Approached her, used the nice guy approach. When she came over, we talked and went to the back room. Even though it was crazy.
Do they mention which club it is?
They do, but I don't want to mention that.
Let me turn my
Well, actually, they just mentioned the name of the back room.
Oh, what's the name of the club? Okay, go ahead.
That narrows it down.
So I'm with this chick that's way out of my league, and she's doing some really crazy stuff to me and letting me do stuff to her. But I only paid for an hour, but I got to spend 2 hours with her. Now I'm going to be back in town, and I'd like to see this girl again. Was this chick at least kind of sincere, or do all strippers act like that? And I guess all in all, she just blew me away, and I'd love to see her again. Should I?
That's marketing.
Of course.
You spend extra time with a guy. It's just, what?
He thinks they're connected. She let me do things that most women don't let me do. And
whores do that.
But I only paid for an hour, and she gave me 2.
Sometimes whores have specials. Especially if you're looking for repeat business. And if she gave him an hour, or spent an hour with him and charged him for an hour, he's not really going to have any inclination to come back because he's thinking, well, I got what I paid for. But if you got an extra hour, every time he comes back into town, he's going back there because he thinks there was some type of connection there.
She just blew me away. I wanted to go back and meet her again and spend some more time with her. She was marketing. She was giving you 2 for 1 because probably she had no better deal cooking at that particular moment, most likely.
Well, if they can talk... It used to be you have to pay to go into like the champagne room or something like that, and they get a cut from that too.
Anyway, so I just thought it was funny that he was like, do all strippers act like that, or was she kind of into me? I mean, that's kind of what he's asking. If I come back, should I hook up with this girl?
I don't know how any guy falls unless you're just absolutely pathetic. And he already knows that. He even said in the email, she was out of my league.
Mm-hmm. Way out.
All right.
But she let me do things to her. Touch her.
That's because you're giving her cash.
She touched me.
Again, that's what whores do. You give a whore cash, she'll let you do things to her, or she'll do things to you.
Well, we connected.
You connected because she's a whore. If you didn't give her a dime, you wouldn't have gotten anything. There'd have been no reciprocity.
Didn't you have a friend, though, that got twisted off on a stripper once? I mean, sat with her for an hour or so and just really thought they were in love?
Yeah, well, nothing happened. He just got the lap dance, but they sat there and they talked for a while. She said, I got to go to the bathroom. She goes, and while she's gone, he goes, I think I've made a connection. I went, you fat buffoon. I'll tell you what, when she comes back, you tell her you're out of cash and see how long your soulmate hangs out.
It's sad to go, because you and I have been to the clubs before, and there's a few guys, there's always one or two that are sitting there just going, it's me and her. We've locked eyes. We've met on a different level.
These chicks are pros. They've already learned how to read guys and go through the exact motions, especially the guys that are pathetic. They can't get a chick in the real world, or he's got to go on the internet and do the in-cat people website. They're the easiest to sell.
Of course, because they want to believe that they can get something like this. It's a dream. They're really hot chicks, but I only paid for an hour and I got 2. Clearly, she wanted me.
I understand that she had to charge me because she's at work.
Yeah.
But, I got that extra hour, and I really think at that point that's where we made the love connections.
I'm going to come back in town. Should I see her again?
Well, plus,
the answer is no.
We don't know what she charged for the first hour. She might have double charged you for the first hour and just said, you know what, the second one's on me. Because you and I just like to sit here and visit with you while you buy me free drinks. And I'm sure that was part of the second hour, was her ordering stuff, and he picks it up.
Oh, up there in their little private room.
That was probably her lunch hour. Because I've had dancers do that before. They'd come up, they'd sit down. First of all, they'd ask you to buy them a drink. You tell them to go blow somebody else.
Well, you do.
And they would also bring up, well, normally this is when I eat. Okay. Well, how about if we get a menu? No.
That's so funny to watch you work at a club, because you always tell them, I don't have any cash, but my buddy JD does. He just got paid every time. And you'd think it was moths on. In fact,
we're sitting here, we're celebrating JD getting his unemployment check, cash all over him. You go dig in his pockets for us.
And you can't get rid of him then. You can't convince him you don't have any money.
It's funny. They would come up and sit down, and they would hop up like the seat was on fire when you go, I ain't got no cash. Then they go someplace else.
Y'all have a wonderful night. Bye.
Or they come by. Would you guys like some company? No, we're having a meeting. Well, how about if we sit and we work with you? No, we don't. But then they get pissy. Well, why are you coming to a topless bar to have a meeting? Because I can look at your boobs from across the room for free. Now beat it.
That's exactly what you'd say, too. Because they're just used to guys going, they're going to sit down and talk to us. Yeah, well, give them $20. Shut up and give them $20.
That's the biggest reason I don't want them sitting there. Because I don't want to look like one of the other buffoons that they normally deal with.
And when we talk to strippers off the clock, they look down on guys that give them cash anyway. So you think you're buying their heart-rate attention. They just think you're pathetic.
And the attitude of why are you in here? Because I can see boobs all around this place, and I don't have to give you a freaking dime. I don't have to invest in your boob job or your butt suck. Now beat it.
I'm already bored with your boobs. Move.
Yeah. I've seen you naked for an hour and a half. I have no further interest in you.
I'm done.
Now, unless you got some kind of trick you can do on our table. We had one chick at one of the bars went, hey, you want to see me set my clam on fire? Absolutely. That's something I'll cough up some cash for.
Oh, I remember that.
And she don't even really set it on fire.
What was she do? What'd she do?
She shoved a match in the end of her clam and lit the match on fire, but blew it out before it got to her lips.
Oh, well, yeah, she's going to burn herself.
Well, don't tell me you're going to set your clam on fire and they just use it as like a candelabra. I think who else saw that?
I wasn't there.
We did.
Chloe, yeah, okay. And it took her almost 5 minutes to get set up.
Oh, this is her big trick.
Because she had to do.
You want cash for this?
Yeah.
No.
And when she was done, she looked at us like, all right, it's payday. I went, no, not until your hair's on fire. You said you were going to set it on fire. I'm not giving you a dime. Also going to report you to the FTC for false advertising.
I almost want to go to a topless bar with you again, because it's always kind of fun to watch you just piss them off.
It was funny, too, because she's like, oh, my God, Russ, I got to show you this. And it took her like 10 minutes to get set up. All she did was light a match. And we're all standing around thinking, okay, for this type of an elaborate setup, this has got to be good.
Ooh, there's got to be flames and sparks and things that are
She was stealing the paper match. I still don't know what she was doing with it, but Dan was right. It was just this elongated, arduous setup. And finally, she just shoves it in the end of her clam, sets it on fire, and then looks at us like, ta-da. All right. Perhaps if it were a Roman candle or a nice sparkler, but you didn't even let it burn up to the lips. There'll be no cash, no payday.
You didn't pay her anything at all?
No. It's her fault, not ours.
I didn't know. I went to Dead Albert Club. I wasn't there, I guess. I don't remember this song.
I wanted to actually say you did some lighter fluid on the bush and then light that baby up. That's worth $20, $30 to me.
There's got to be an element of danger before someone's going to fork over the cash.
Yeah. And obviously, I would even tip in that situation because that's really a trick she can only do every 3 or 4 months. Do we need a break? All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
And I don't say this.
All right, I get this one now.
You look marvelous.
Jesus.
Absolutely marvelous.
I've forgotten about this song altogether. Like Crystal.
My dear, my father used to say to me, Nando, don't be a schnook. It's not how you feel.
I didn't recognize it until Billy Crystal came in.
He was marvelous. But
Seriously, Trey, where the hell do you find something like this? I've forgotten about this even existed. And I played it, I believe, at some time on the radio.
Yeah, I think we played this at the Eagle.
Yeah.
Where you getting these? You get the Time Live?
I found you won't remember this, but 6-7 years ago, VH1 did an I Love the 80s things, and they sent out these huge books with a bunch of CDs. There were like 7 or 8 CDs filled with all sorts of stuff. And
I think I saw that. One of the infomercials would run overnight. It was one of the old Martha Quinn.
Yeah.
I think she was the one that hosted
Original
it.
VJs, yeah.
But they sent one here, hell, it's 2002, I guess, and I found it the other day, and so I was digging through it, and it's got all these strange, odd 70s, 80s songs on it.
See, you've turned my bumpers into one-hit wonders. It's almost a mystery every time one of the bumpers plays.
What it's going to be, from what decade, and who's going to be singing.
Load something else up, Flo. Then get ready for news.
Okay.
Don't let me see it. I've let the magic work.
It's waft over you.
Yeah. Tell me when.
Hang on.
He said he added, how many?
Probably 40 or 50. Then I just gave David another.
So throughout the summer, these will be popping up from time to time.
Find one yet?
Number 6.
Good morning, Captain.
Oh, that's a Levi's commercial.
Well, good morning to you.
Actually, I think that was a real song, though.
Yeah, it was, too.
Down on your new mud run.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
I don't know if I like the new voice guy or not. He sounds like McGruff.
The crime dog?
Huh?
The crime dog.
Yeah. We're back. Carl Douglas.
I forgot who sang this.
1974.
Of course, when you were working in an oldies station, you would know.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Doesn't he sound like McGruff?
A little bit.
My pappy said, son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
Commander Cody, Lost Planet Airman.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Have him recut those and take a bite out of it.
You just want a little less radio voice? A little more.
Well,
He's
just
got a great normal voice.
We're back.
Yeah. Understand.
All right, Trey.
There are no depths you won't.
I got this one in.
We're back.
What the hell is this?
Martin Show.
Is this another Snoop Dogg?
Oh, Cool J.
Okay.
Is this that Cali song? Cali. Hell no, take that out. Sound like they recorded that in Metal Shop.
I was actually at a bar on Saturday night, and that song came on. I didn't realize how many people knew that song.
I think the only reason I know it is because Trey was singing it one day.
That was a huge hit.
Oh, you remember that? We even played. I think we played it at the Eagle at one point.
I got no clue. Chicka-boom. Daddy Dewdrop.
Of course it is.
I think they use this on Saturday mornings with the Groovy Ghoulies.
You would know. I wouldn't know.
Isn't that right, Clove?
The Russ Martin Show.
You remember the Groovy Ghoulies? Kid. All right, I got enough of this. Don't want to blow the wad, and there'll be no magic for the rest of the summer. Alfie, who was the chick that sat on hold through most of the break? Was it a stripper?
Exactly.
What she want?
She says that what you were saying about taking advantage of guys who were just unsuspecting, she used to do that all the time, and she'd just think they were pitiful.
That's what they do. That's part of the training. That's the way they make their cash. Sure. And in fact, I would bet a lot of the cash they make is just from repeat customers.
Yeah, we've known some people that have gone and used to spend a lot of money in bars like that.
Who?
You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to say it on the air.
I don't know.
Turn the mic off.
All right.
Mic off!
I'm too tired.
I can't say it. I don't want to say his name on the air.
His first name?
No!
The last name?
You'll know it. No.
What'd he do?
Bother you a lot.
I still don't know who it was.
Oh, come on.
I've got to guess.
All right, I'm turning the mics off. Everybody knows Rue went to topless bars.
All right.
That's not groundbreaking, JD.
I don't know that.
I thought you meant somebody in television or radio that we worked with before.
Oh, that list is quite lengthy, yes. People that we know.
Who's that?
I'm not saying.
Just give me a first name.
Sure, nobody's going to know. Jody.
Is that why his wife shot him?
All right. That's enough. You're still pissed off at me for telling you that.
I still think that Jody had talked about his ex-wife. He was married, still married at the time.
Yes.
Well, he never said why she shot him, no. I mean, I know why. I would.
Sure, probably different reasons.
I think he's talked about it before.
Did he? No, and he's cleaned up his
So
life.
why would he be mad at you?
He's just mad because I don't know that he wanted that brought up again. He's changed his life. He's a Christian.
Well,
now.
then
He's
you
got a
tell
family.
me, then when you tell me the story, you say off the air, Jody Dean's wife shot him.
All right, off the air. From now on, no more, please.
I think it was in that D Magazine article about him.
Oh, was it?
I don't know.
Well,
that was too full of God.
He changed his life. He's come around. He's
well, why is it when people find God, they got to go overboard with it? It's almost like a brainwashing type zombie.
Because they have found something special and they want to share it with you.
Okay, well, then wait for me to ask. Hey, you look happy. Has something changed in your life? At that point, I got it coming. But if you just decide that you're going to share it with me and schmook all over, I got no interest.
It's just part of the, scriptures say you go out and share the word. So you need to share it with
You're going to want to share it with people that want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And don't throw it at me unless I ask.
I found something very special in life, and I love you, Russ, and I want you to know about it.
Okay. Well, I found something very special, too.
What?
Comes from Tennessee.
I understand, Jack Daniels.
Okay.
What's your God do?
Nothing that magical.
What do you get from yours? Wine and crackers.
Yes.
Well, if I ever decide to drop down to the McFrugal God,
Jesus,
then I'll go that route. My God gives me whiskey.
All right. Well, your God is significantly better than mine.
And Jody, I don't know if he still does it. When he would send an email, it would always, he would sign it. The signature would be his.
Yeah.
Just his, comma, Jody Dean.
Capital H in his.
Yeah.
And his
what?
His child, his disciple, his, I'm bringing you the word as best I can. And that was the article that came out. It was all about his transformation. He has some dark days, and now he's past those. He's doing great.
But it's almost like you got to run everybody off when you find God.
You just want to share that experience. And if it's overwhelming, and he has a great change of life, which he apparently has, you want to share that with other people. You want to tell your story.
Well, things haven't obviously changed that dramatically. Nobody still likes working with him.
No, that's not true. I don't know that.
Jonathan Hayes can't stand him.
Oh, God. I don't think Jonathan Hayes wanted anyone to know that.
Well, he should have said off the air.
Oh, God. Everybody's not used to you.
And the whole idea of them, everything's so great with Jesus that you want to share it, that's a load of crap, because that's the cover story. What they're actually saying in the church is, now it's your responsibility, it's your duty to go spread this.
Mm-hmm. It is your duty.
And they mask it by saying, I'm so happy that I want you to be with me.
And I think a lot of people, they hit it so hard as far as spreading the gospel, they're not really sure if they buy it. But if they get you to buy it, that's almost an external validation. Well, if he believes it, then obviously there's got to be something to it, so I guess I believe in it too.
I'm going to tell him this fabulous story if he buys it.
It's like multi-level marketing.
Yeah.
How is it multi-level marketing?
I don't know, but it's more irritating because you don't get cash for it.
You get eternal redemption.
You don't know that. And I got to wait 30, 40 years to get it. At least with Amway, you get it in a week and a half.
With whiskey, you get it immediately.
Well, that's not multi-tiered.
And you can use that.
Yeah. All right, you ready for news?
Yep.
Okay. 4:40, Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Tuesday, July 15th, 2008. Birthdays today. One of Russ's favorites, Eddie Griffin from Undercover Brother, turns 40. Brigitte Nielsen turns 40. Somebody hang up, wait for you.
Bam! Feel my pimp hand.
Reach on. Brigitte Nielsen turns 45. Forrest Whitaker, Oscar winner, turns 47. Willie Ames, also known as Bible Man, turns 48. Jesse Ventura is 57. And Linda Ronstadt turns 62 today.
Wasn't Willie Ames doing a radio tour, interview tour, pitching something about a month ago?
Yeah, he was. I can't remember what it was, though.
I know he had a new book come out a couple of months ago. Maybe that was
he on one
part
of
of
the
it.
celebrity shows?
I think he and his wife wrote a book.
Yeah.
And they would only do interviews
together. That was it.
Oh, who was it that came at me about that? Was it JD?
Yes, I did.
You? Well, all right, possibly. We can talk about Bible Man and anything else he's screwed up with his life. Well, his wife's got to be on with him at the same time. When I'm not doing a conference call with him and his wife. I don't know what she's done in the past, and I'm not going to have a couple of little gigglers on the phone. You want to pitch the book? No wife.
They wrote the book together. We want to be on together. That was the whole thing. And the absolute hardline would not discuss it.
Is she there to be a cover in case something happens? You got a distraction?
I think it was the book.
Because obviously he was into something at one point. Didn't he go through rehab?
I believe so. I mean, he's all tattooed up, and because he was on that show, Celebrity Fit Club.
That's the one.
He's all tattooed up now?
Yeah. I mean, like, chest, arms, like he had a shirt off, and I was shocked.
Does he still not do Bible Man?
No, he doesn't. But Bible Man threw screaming cussing fits on Celebrity Fit Club.
Oh yeah.
How did we miss that audio?
I still find it.
That's exactly.
I'm MF Bible Man.
Bite me.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Lawyers for a Canadian prisoner at Guantanamo Bay released excerpts of videotaped interrogations on Tuesday, providing a first-ever glimpse into the secretive world of questioning enemy combatants at the isolated U.S. prison in Cuba.
I saw a clip. I didn't watch the entire thing. Didn't the guy just pull his shirt up and say, "No, here's where I was tortured"?
Not at all. He said, I watched 8 or 9 minutes of it.
Okay, I didn't see all of it.
He sat, he cried, he put his hands in his. He said,
"Was anybody doing anything to him?"
No, nobody was touching him. He was talking to a counselor, and the guy goes, "They've taken away my eyes," and the guy goes, "No, I can see your eyes. You still have those." He goes, "And they've chopped off my feet." He goes, "No, your feet are still at the end of your legs." And the guy was clearly delusional. And then everybody left the room, and he sat there and just cried for probably 3 minutes, just saying, "Help me, help me, help me." And then they came back in, and he'd be back to being normal and talk to him normal for a little bit, then he'd go back into his
What was he
crime.
talking about? About his eyes and his feet missing?
I have no clue. The guy didn't know either. I think you have multiple personalities, and what they're trying to say is, see, you torture these people, you interrogate them long enough, they start to lose their minds.
Maybe this guy was batty before we came along, and that's why he was performing terrorist acts against this country.
Yeah, he actually, what was the story, Dan? He did something pretty bad.
Yeah, he actually, Omar Kadir was his name, a Canadian citizen, is accused of throwing a grenade that killed a U.S. soldier during a 2002 firefight in Afghanistan. He was arrested after he was found in the rubble of a bombed-out compound, badly wounded and near death.
How long has he been in Gitmo?
It was a couple of years, I think.
Yeah, I want to say at least 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, because it was in 2002 when he was first apprehended.
We don't need to see these videotapes. I don't care.
Well, they're not even, there's no torture going on. This is just a recollection of things that didn't really happen.
They're trying.
I don't get why this is a revelation. You're not showing the waterboarding. You're not showing any other torture that goes on in Gitmo. If you're going to show me something, make it worthwhile.
And they're saying, though, is that it shows the effects of prolonged interrogation and detention. So they're trying to position it as these bad things are happening because they're talking to them for far too long and they're isolating them.
This guy killed or tried to kill an American soldier, and too bad.
Right.
Sorry
And
that you were being tortured, even if you are.
And they would move this guy to a different cell every few weeks when he wasn't in outright isolation, so as not to get too comfortable or too chummy with a cellie. Which I don't see how that's torturous.
I wonder what the end result is supposed to be, because once you think you get all the information out of them that you're ever going to, what do you do with them? Well, what's the resolve? Do you send them someplace else? Do you finally let them go because they told you everything they got?
Yeah, most of the people down there, with agreements with whatever governments they came from, so you take them back, you keep an eye on them, keep them out of...
So after we get the information, theoretically, we'll let them go.
Yeah, we let hundreds of people go from down there.
That's nice.
We're the nicer, friendlier terrorists.
Well, a lot of the other torture, people that torture people, you get to go home sans your head. Mm-hmm. You and your head go home in different cars.
I know. I'm just tired of hearing about it. Just do it, and it has to be done as part of war. Always has been. Just do it. Don't tell us.
Well, even if they dismantled Gitmo, luckily you know that we've got other facilities in place, so that doesn't really concern me if they're going to raise that one.
No, not at all. Thank God for the CIA.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. President Bush urged lawmakers today to move quickly in putting into force legislation designed to help prop up mortgage giants Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, while declaring the nation's financial system to be basically sound.
I believe he also said, you know what, I'm an optimist. Well, you can put on a happy face all you choose, but that's not going to do anything with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mercury when things are falling apart.
I'm sorry, he is ticking me off. It's bad enough he's got an image problem with coming across as kind of stupid most of the time, but when he understates everything that's going on by saying, well, financial system's basically sound, and goes on to say, it's been a difficult time for many American families. Well, no kidding.
I hear things are rough.
All of this is just a political spin. You got the election coming up, and you really hope that Bush would back away from any type of political pandering, but and seems to be all we're going to get out of him for the next few months.
And really,
that doesn't mean I've turned against him. It's just I've agreed with a lot of things he did, and a lot of things just irritate the hell out of me, and this pandering that's coming out of the White House now is irritating as hell.
Yeah, and it's pandering, and the rhetoric of it's not that bad is really getting under my skin.
Then he feigns ignorance about 2 or 3 months ago when a reporter brought up the fact that it was speculated that the gas would go up to $4 a gallon.
I haven't heard that.
I know. Well, why would he know? You ain't got to go to the pump.
He's got the CNN there in the house.
It doesn't make any difference. He still don't got to go to the pump. You think he gets out and runs his card there when he's at the Chevron and the Quick Trip?
I'm quite sure he does not. No, but he should know what gas prices are. That was embarrassing.
Were you going to say something, Trey?
Well,
I think he was just being a dick. When he answered the question.
Too. I mean, and Dan's, what is he going to say? He can't say, yeah, things are really bad. He's the president. And as far as the pandering goes, he's not doing anything different than he's done for the last 7 years. He's always been very combative with Democrats over legislation. So it's just, I think the fact that it is a political year highlights it.
Well, why not, when gas prices started to go up about a year ago, oil prices, why not start pushing it then? Why wait till the election? To me, that's the pandering angle.
There was a bill last year to drilling Anwar that the Democrats defeated. So, I mean, he's tried.
Okay, maybe the aspect about offshore drilling, maybe that's not a political spin, but some of this other stuff is. And we're not going to do anything. He could lift the executive ban all he wants on offshore drilling. Congress is still going to sit there. They're going to wait for this session to end. They're not going to do anything.
Unfortunately, you're probably right.
They're going to just sit around and make him look worse.
Well, and even if they said, all right, next week we're going to do the offshore drilling, we're not going to see the benefits from that for years.
Would that make any difference, trade on whatever on the world market, if they knew suddenly we were doing something?
Would that help at least with speculation?
Yes. It would mean...
All right, so maybe there might be some short-term ancillary benefit, but as far as actually seeing oil and prices coming down, no. Blow me. God damn.
Okay. Moving on. The American Civil Liberties Union will defend a group of Amish men in Kentucky charged with not displaying slow-moving vehicle emblems on their horse-drawn buggies. ACLU attorney William Sharp of Louisville...
Why do they have a problem with the slow-moving signs?
I'll tell you, just 1 second. The ACLU attorney, William Sharp of Louisville, will defend 7 Amish men who were charged with not displaying state-mandated flashing lights and an orange triangular symbol. They say it violates their beliefs.
Well, then get mowed down by a Big Mac truck. Doesn't make any difference to me. Those signs are there for their own protection. It's not like they gave them a little sign that said, slow Amish ahead.
Like the little signs because they flash? Is that the problem?
It's the flash, yeah. Because it's state mandated. You have to have that. They have to have the emblem, and it has to come with the
Well, they don't mind using
lights.
our taxpayer-paid rows. Okay. Well, there are different things that have to go along with that when you're using those. And if you want to take you and your slow Amish ass, you're going to have one of these signs.
We don't want that. That's against our religion. It's too ostentatious.
Again, it's what?
Too ostentatious. Trying to think like an Amish.
Makes the other Amish families feel poor. And again, it's for their safety. It doesn't make any difference to me if you got it or not.
Let them, as you said, first one that gets run over, it's going to be the state's fault.
Keep me out of this if you get flattened. You and that hat.
Well, they're not around here, thank God.
That doesn't make any difference. Some of them got cars because they're driving in the left lane going through Irving every day.
Lord, here we go. No, those probably aren't Amish.
And it's nonstop.
I know, every single day.
And they camp out in the left lane as if they're paying taxes.
Well, some of them might be.
Some of them you can spot.
I don't know.
Ain't paid taxed one.
I don't know how you know.
And the left item.
Relax.
That's my biggest thing about illegal immigration is they like the left lane.
Well, possibly.
And they're driving under the speed limit so they don't get stopped and hauled back.
They don't want to get caught. But you're right. I don't think they know the whole...
They drive in the right lane.
They don't know that.
That's slower moving traffic in the right lane.
They don't know that.
Get behind Amish.
The signs are in English.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay.
Well, what is line 1?
He says that whenever you enter an Amish community, they have signs that do say, hey, Amish effer ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, David.
Hey, Russ. I have been a truck driver. I'm a limo driver now, but I have been a truck driver going cross country. And anytime you go into a state where Amish do live, and it's along a state road, there are signs on the side of the road that say, you're entering an Amish community. Please slow down.
But I still don't get why they would have any type of issue with a safety sign on the back of their carriage. Because that's for them. That's not for us.
No.
It's against their religion, totally. I mean, that's why they don't even use anything that's motorized, nothing electric or anything.
Now, is it only the flashing lights that they have issue with? It's not really the sign?
It's mostly the flashing lights because that way there would be an electrical source somewhere on their buggy, and that would be against their religion.
Well, then put a generator on the wheels.
That's an electrical device.
Well, then, but reflectors. Just stick cards in their spokes, just something to make noise.
Well, and the problem with that is that these Amish men are contending, according to the story, that using the emblems and lights. So they're saying the emblems as well, but in Pennsylvania and other Amish communities, they've got the orange triangle on the back of their buggies without any issue. And those orange things are reflective on their own anyway, most of the time.
And the ACLU's in on this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
As independent and third-party presidential candidates loom in the wings, the role they play could help determine the next president of these United States. Many experts say Ralph Nader as a Green Party candidate.
Why don't you let JD read this story?
No, you're probably right.
Why?
Just in case.
Oh, dear God.
What?
You have it. Many experts say Ralph Nader, as a Green Party candidate, was a spoiler in the 2000 election, winning almost 2.9 million votes and helping tip the race toward the then Texas Republican Governor George W. Bush and away from the Democratic Vice President Al Gore. 8 years later, Nader is back on the ballot as an independent candidate, although he failed to make the ballot in Texas. This time, political analysts believe that Nader may siphon votes from Obama. That's Nader. Ralph.
Okay.
My buddy, Ralph Nader. I think a lot of, but will not be voting for.
Why don't you read it again?
I don't want to read it again. I got all the way through it.
All right. Never mind. Good, Dan.
Okay.
Hey, where's that clip from yesterday?
It's in a folder. Just JD clips.
Oh, Jesus. Can we move on?
We're about to.
We have other things to do.
Oh, there it is.
Story about cigarettes.
All right.
77's Rob.
What about cigarettes? Is it about cigarettes or nicotine?
A little bit of both. It's
well, hang on, I ain't done with this.
Nader. And then 73 is Obama talking about Nader.
Every time I play this, I make the same noise afterwards. It's always... All right.
77 is Rob Nader. And then 73 is Obama talking about Nader. Nader. Quit playing
I can't play this and not react.
If it's making you react, then don't play it. It's real simple. We've got a zillion clips in here.
Nah, it's like squeezing on the zit.
No.
All right.
77 is Ralph Nader. And then 73 is Obama talking about Nader. I just lowered my voice and growled a little bit. It sounded like something that I didn't say.
All right.
77 is Ralph Nader. And then 73 is Obama talking about Nader. Can we just move on?
I can't let it go.
Well, yes, you can. Play the audio of the stink bomb in Gavin's office again. That's a fun one. Let me hear David Henry count again.
Dan's not even holding the door anymore. Nah, not really. All right.
77 is Ralph Nader. And then 73 is Obama talking about Nader. God, everybody, just stop. Stop playing it. Stop thinking I said that.
That's just so...
Just there. It's not there. It's what you think you hear.
I don't have to think on this one. I don't got to slow it down. I don't got to play it backwards. I don't have to read anything into it.
Yeah, you do.
This one jumps out of the bushes right at you. Do we need a break?
Yes.
All right.
Thank God.
Oh, all right.
77 is Ralph Nader. And then 73 is Obama talking about Nader.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Shaka Khan, let me rock Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do. Shaka Khan, let me rock Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, let me feel for you. Shaka Khan, what you tell me what you wanna do? Do you feel for me the way I feel for you?
Call Russ, who is impervious to all that surrounds him. Now, 214-787-1053.
I'm making more than just a physical gene. I wanna rock Shaka, baby, but you make me wanna scream. Let me rock it, rock it.
How tall are the bowling pins?
I'd say about 5 feet.
We get these from
OutrageousAdventures.com.
What do you use for the ball?
It's that big rolling metal cage. It's just a big metal sphere, kind of like those ones like the motorcycles will ride around in, except just a lot smaller.
We had one of those before.
Yeah, I think we put JD in it.
Yeah.
Why did we put you in it?
It was something I needed. I don't know.
Clearly.
I don't remember sticking him in that.
Oh, God, yeah. They put me in it and rolled me down the driveway. So that way, if it rolled either way, it's sort of like a lane. It would hit the wall or hit the fence with fireworks.
Oh, this side drive over here that leads into the gated area?
Yes. And then I believe you decided to add an insult to injury, shoot fireworks at me while I was in the ball.
What'd you do?
It's just something I needed.
So can they actually set it up over here in the side of the building?
Yeah.
Since that the two buildings side by side kind of make for a big alley.
And there's no cars that it accidentally goes astray. Because your body weight is on one side of it, so it's not really like a complete ball. It'll like a lopsided football.
Oh, you seem pretty well versed in it. Why don't you get in it?
I don't want to get in. I've been in it before. I already needed it.
I think experience is a factor.
How big of a person can we get in this?
You got me in there, so, the smaller the better. The smaller and lighter the better.
What about Alfie?
I don't know that he'd fit through the door. No offense, Alfie, but the door is only about 18 inches, maybe 24 inches across. Just one of the, what would it be? Arms come up and you crawl
in?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it was built for Gavin.
Perfect. Actually, come to think of it, that would be actually perfect.
He wants me to go to this bowling thing on Saturday.
There you go. Okay, so we're going to practice this with him.
Nice little barter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get in, you sit down, and then it takes 2 people.
Does it have a seat?
Yeah, it has a seat, and it has a seat belt.
How did you keep from yakking?
I'm a pilot. I've been upside down many, many times.
But normally you don't, when you're in a plane, there again, I've only flown with you once, you don't flip over and over every couple of seconds.
That doesn't bother me, though. That kind of motion doesn't bother me at all.
Well, what about the things exploding around your head?
That bothered me a lot. Yes, that one pissed me off because I hit one of them, came right and blew right at my face, and it was very loud. But I needed it.
How long are they going to be able to stay?
I think all the way till 7.
Yeah,
so
they'll be here
anytime you're ready.
Okay. You ready for more news?
I am.
Okay. All right, 5:11. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Yesterday, researchers from the Institute of Psychology at King's College in London announced they're developing a pill which would mimic the effects of nicotine to be used by Alzheimer's patients. And the reason why is because...
It doesn't sound right when Dan actually pronounces it correctly, does it?
No.
Try it again.
Oh, you want me to do it the wrong way? The nicotine pill to be used by old-timers patients.
Still didn't get it right?
No, I got it right the first time. I just thought you wanted me to get it wrong. It's Alzheimer's.
I'm talking about nicotine.
We got to work on our communication.
I knew what he meant.
Go ahead. Do you have any, Chaw?
Yeah. They say because nicotine stimulates the brain and boosts a person's memory and ability to concentrate. And since the drug would be in pill form, it could copy tobacco's positive effects without causing cancer, emphysema, or any of the other harmful things you get from smoking.
What do I normally, when they refer to nicotine... It's hard to say right. When they refer to that, they only refer to cigarettes. They never say anything about smokeless tobacco or anything else.
I think just because smoking's so much more prevalent.
Maybe this is better for you.
I'd have to look and see what the percentages of cancer are.
Partially because the smoke doesn't go into your lungs. I think you do less damage, but I believe the nicotine is still bad for you.
Well, but I would think with these pouches, when you've got the nicotine that's right up against your gum.
Very concentrated, and you'll just lose your jaw, not your lungs.
I think I'd rather lose my lungs.
Trey, why did you start again? Because originally the reason that you stopped and I started was Roger Ebert lost his jaw to some type of cancer, which really wasn't nicotine related.
No.
So why'd you start again?
I don't know. I just started doing it up here off and on. It's still...
Why'd you wait so long? Why couldn't you have started 3 weeks after so I wouldn't get hooked on it?
Because that's when part of the fun.
Watching him get hooked?
Oh, yeah. Now I have someone to dip with.
Lovely. You've given your friend...
Hey, he started.
It's normally the way his phone calls start when he's drunk.
Yeah.
I did what?
You started just to torment me.
I didn't know I was going to get hooked.
That's
and
your
why
fault.
did you give me the heads up?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I told you every step of the way what was going to happen, and I was right 100% of the time.
I love to spit.
I told you.
That was the biggest one I thought he was going to be wrong on. I don't know what it is about. I'll sit in a motor court, and I'll work on one of the cars, and for hours, I'll just spit.
Why can't you just spit without the tobacco?
Because you got nothing to spit.
Can't you put it in?
And there's something about that dark spit that comes out that lets you know it's working.
Can't you just put a piece of licorice in there and then you spit dark?
No, you don't get a buzz from licorice.
Oh, do you still get the buzz? I thought the buzz went away.
I still get, if I double pouch it, I can get it.
Double pouch it. You have the lingo down now.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah, you're pro.
That's what Chloe does.
Ooh.
You want a couple?
I just put one in.
We'll have another one.
So everybody in this room smokes or dips except me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't do anything fun anymore.
That's why we don't hang out with you.
I go back to drinking.
That was exactly the day that you stopped hanging out with us and we did anything on. Yes, the hell it was.
No.
The day you stopped drinking is, first of all, when you stopped hanging out with us, and you also got that attitude.
I don't have any attitude. I just changed.
Anytime somebody says something to you like this, when you're ready to stop, I'm here to help you.
I am.
Attitude.
That's not attitude. That's being a friend. That's just extending my hand when you're ready to change.
When you're ready, I'm here. I was strong enough to do it. And I'll help you. I'll help you up on the side of the mountain.
Not a matter of being strong. It's a matter of just making a decision. Knowing the path you were on, being able to look down. I would think you'd be proud of me and happy for me. I would look down a road and saw where I was going and chose not to go there for the first time in my freaking life. I changed a behavior that was detrimental.
But I don't like you now.
You do like me.
I don't hang out with you.
You do.
We would hang out all the time when you drink. There was something that we actually had in common. Now we got nothing in common.
You love me and you know it.
How often do we hang out?
Well,
if you remove band practice out of this.
You're just sitting here and play the guitar at night after the show, and I can't even hear you, much less talk to you. I come in sometimes and sit. But
well, what do you want?
We want to hang out. I'm hanging out there.
I want to go have drinks.
Oh, well, I don't drink. I can still go to the bar with you. I'll just have a Diet Pepsi. That's what we did when we went to the jam
There's
session.
not any type of camaraderie when you go out and drink and you're the only one drinking by yourself.
You don't know what's in my glass? I'll tell you it's a drink, and you will know what's in there. That's in your mind. That's not reality. You don't have any idea what's in my cup.
But you were a fun drunk.
I really wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
I was kind of a smart-ass drunk. You used to tell me you could tell when I was drinking because I sort of get snippy.
Yeah, because there were times in the studio, JD would get snippy. I didn't know he was drinking. And I would stop and I'd think, that's the way he gets when he's had a drink or two.
Just a few.
But I know he's not drinking, so I don't know where the hell this is coming from.
God,
unless he's on a brag.
I used to have it over here on the floor.
Why did you hide it? It really wouldn't have made any difference to me. Were you ashamed?
Yes, absolutely.
We're all alcoholics. How could you be ashamed?
Well, part of it, too, is back then I was also reading the news, and I would slur, and I would think the moment I start doing that, it's going to be, well, Drunky the Bear's reading the news again. And
Is that why you slurred?
No, I slur because I slur.
Oh, okay.
Do we need to play the clip again?
Oh, absolutely.
Please don't. God, dumbass I am. Oh, God.
In fact,
please stop.
A couple other ones on here we didn't get to.
That's just fine. Anyway, back to drinking.
Oh, here's a good one. JD's right. That's better than on stage. You're a good mouth.
Like a good neighbor.
Here's a clip when you were bored with my story. Diane, the chick that I dated. Yeah. Both her parents died in close order. Her mom had some type of
urinary.
Some sister whatever.
Urinary.
Hand me a little Post-it note. I'm bored with your story. Move on. Don't just say, yeah, you're an N, whatever.
I was helping you with the story.
Well, then tell me, stop it. Nobody cares about the story. You've ruined the show. Don't just call me something and then say whatever. Diane, the chick that I dated. Yeah. Both her parents died in close order. Her mom had some type of
urinary, whatever.
Some sister, whatever. Yeah, I couldn't get the right size about your story, but you keep telling it because it's your show, and obviously I'm not going to say anything. It's just continue. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you're whatever.
Not what I said.
Diane, the chick that I dated.
Playing this.
Both her parents died in close order. Now, this isn't as good as the Ralph Nader one. But this is, like Dan said, this is you having an internal conversation out loud.
Not at all. None of these are accurate. You're all wrong.
Mom had some type of
urinating or whatever.
Some sexual whatever.
Didn't say that. Like Mark Davis Sunday. Good God, man.
All right, last time on this one. We'll finish
don't
news.
play it again. We've heard it.
All right.
77 is Ralph Nader. And then 73 is Obama talking about Nader. God, I hear it clear as day.
Yeah, we do.
Nader. What got us off on this? Can we please?
You actually pointed us back.
I know. I'm such a stupid God.
Yeah, I was past it.
Give me some. Let me go get in a metal ball and roll me down the driveway. I'm a dumbass. I need it.
Okay.
No, I don't really want to be that ball again.
I'll stop playing it.
That's my only choice. Put Gavin in the ball.
I tell you what. You get a ball and let us do the bowling down the side of the building. I'll even delete one of these cuts.
What? We delete the Nader one?
No.
Well, you said one of them. Which one?
I can't decide. They're all my babies.
Well, you don't need to delete one of them. What's my point in getting in there and throwing up or getting hurt?
It's like asking me which one of my babies do I love the most.
Get rid of them all.
Let's see. I tell you what.
You're Nader.
I'll get rid of that one.
Okay. Wait, am I going to get in the ball?
Yeah.
It wasn't that much fun the last time.
It's not supposed to be fun. That's why it's called punishment.
What am I being punished for?
Well, now we're bartering. I'll get rid of one of these clips. You get the ball and let us bowl with you.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll delete this one.
You're Nader. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Try to get them to set it up during the next break, will you?
Will do.
And run a mic out there.
Will do.
All right, Dan. Did we already start news?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, all right. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, just in case you needed a reminder, crossbows will be banned at the Beijing Olympic venues.
Well, I'm not going.
Well, it doesn't stop there. They list a few other things. The Chinese government, which will be taking tough security measures when the Olympics begin in 3.5 weeks, issued another reminder Monday about fan behavior and what not to bring into Olympic sites. Beijing organized.
Why would that be on the list? Have they had an issue with this before? Also, I'd be more apt to go to a Rangers game if they had bow night.
Bat night's not enough for you.
No, you can't get them with that.
Better not strike out. Beijing organizers have been preaching civilized behavior for several years. As the August 8 games approach, no spitting, stand in line, and be polite to other nationalities. Not to mention handicapped folks. The difference with these...
What kind of savages are these people that you got to have these different... these edicts?
To not spit? I don't know. What kind of savages are there?
Not spit. Also, don't bring, what, a bow and arrow?
Crossbows.
Crossbow.
There's a funny list at the end of the story.
All right, go ahead.
The difference with these Olympics is the repeated emphasis on order, security, and decorum for the Chinese.
Well, they'll kill you.
Banned items do include guns, ammunition, crossbows, daggers, fireworks, flammable materials, corrosive chemicals, and, of course, radioactive materials.
Why does it sound like this show?
Because it is. We have almost all those things except radioactive material, as far as I know.
Thanks.
You proud of yourself somehow?
Now we'll get something radioactive.
Oh, great.
It's only a matter of time. We'd get there eventually anyway.
I suppose I got to eat that.
I'd like to see that.
You want to see me die, don't you?
Oh, no.
Why?
Because you'd be dead.
Well, yeah. Oh, you just want to see me stroke out.
Yeah. Because if you're dead, then the bit dies.
My bad. Try not to do that for you.
Very kind. Go ahead, Dan.
In the last few weeks, there have been 2 near collisions at airports in New York. According to officials, one of the reasons is that there aren't enough air traffic controllers, of course. So to lure new recruits from around the country, the FAA is offering a $100,000 bonus to air traffic controllers who agree to move to New York and work at one of the city's 5 radar centers. Air traffic controllers who take the FAA's deal will be given $27,000 right away, with another $75,000 spread over the next 4 years. And that's on top of what they're already pulling in from their salary. According to the the FAA, high school graduates can go straight from 12th grade into a training program to become controllers in training.
Why is that funny?
Kids who just came out of high school is not going to be an air traffic controller in New York, the busiest city we have.
Can you go through some fast-track vocational training?
No.
Well, that's what they're talking about here. And just because
you can do it, but it's not. I told you.
Well, you also... this generation is a lot different than when you and I got out of high school. These kids are all well-versed with video games, and I'm going to guess the training for an ATC ain't too far off.
It's not, but there's a lot of procedures and a lot of, it's real world. You can't just push a reset button and,
Sure you can. There's another plane coming.
This just kills me. I told you years ago when they started being behind, they were going to have to do something drastic. Now they're recruiting at high schools for kids to come into the air traffic control
And what's
system.
wrong with that? Because it's not like, it's like Russ has said before, as far, going to college, if you know you want to be an air traffic controller, then why go to school for it?
Yeah, why waste 4 years taking a foreign language or algebra or something that I'm never really going to apply, especially as an ATC. All I got to do is make sure the two blips don't hit each other.
You really want a guy that's 19 years old who in the tower telling him...
He's probably going to be more adept than some guy that's been doing it for 20 or 30 years who's sick of this crap and wants a couple of dots to bump just because he's pissed.
I'm bored today. No, I don't know. I think minimum age ought to be at least 21. But they're saying, right out of 12th grade, 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds.
Well, and they're also
going to change. If they get them in the system, maybe one thing. But they're allowing them to go to New York. Get them in the system. Let them do Austin. Let them do Waco. Let them do San Antonio.
Let them kill people in smaller cities.
There's fewer planes, is the point. New York City is like bouncing a bunch of ping pong balls all over the place.
And it's like here it says, according to the FAA, the high school grads can go straight from the 12th grade into the training program to become controllers in training. So even if they're in that program, exactly, you're going to have supervision.
I'm surprised anybody gets on an airplane ever.
Why?
Between the shortage of ATCs and the mechanical failures you're having on different planes. There was a story today or yesterday. There was a flight and the stewardess is running either out of the plane or down the airport screaming.
She ran up the aisle. Yeah, they thought they had an engine fire. And you don't run. That's another thing they teach you as a flight attendant. You don't ever run.
I want them to run. If something's on fire, don't wait.
I know.
So if you run,
you're scaring everybody.
I don't care if they're scared or not. I want them to run and get to whoever's got the water.
It was a plane that took off. They thought it had an engine fire. Where's she going? She's not going to run on the wing and put it out.
Well, where was she running to?
I don't know. Ran up the aisle toward the cockpit. You got a little PA. That's what you get on. If there's a problem, you need to tell the captain.
Well, I would rather her not say that on the PA if you're worried about people panicking.
I don't mean the PA that goes over the aircraft. I mean,
you're talking about the intercom.
Intercom to the cockpit, yeah. That's what you do.
I want her to run.
Why?
Because there's a fire. Run. Don't take no time to open that door. Run and tell him water. That way.
I understand. No, well, she did. That's very incorrect behavior. To run up the aisle and scare the crap out of everybody. And it turned out there wasn't even a fire anyway. It was just a malfunctioning button.
Okay. So. I don't want somebody shuffling up the aisle when they've got a wing on fire.
I'll get there.
Nothing to see. It's just a fire.
Everybody look left.
A lot to see over there. Plus, what's going on over here ain't going to happen much longer.
Like when I was pulling out of, was it Daytona? It doesn't matter. Orlando. And we backed up and the engine exploded into a fireball.
And you stayed on that plane.
I did.
You're a fool.
Because the captain came on and he
I don't care what he said.
He's got to get on the same airplane.
You got a jet engine that just blew a wad of fire out the end of it. I don't care who comes out and checks it. I would like off. I would like on a plane that sans flames.
He assured us that happens from time to time, and it's called not a hot start. It's called something else, but it's just the fuel. I've heard of it before. I've just never seen it, and it's real dramatic at night when it's right outside your window. And I was just randomly looking out the window, bored, looking out the window. All of a sudden, whoosh, and you stop and go, did I see that? Did that really just happen? Because you're not really sure. Then you start to smell it in the cockpit. The smell of cookies went away, and the smell of kerosene replaced it. I went, okay, that was a fire. And then the captain came on and went, okay, we've had a little issue on the right side.
You would bitch on flights to where you thought the flaps were in the wrong position, either on takeoff or landing. Wanting to get off, you got a jet engine that just shot a wad of fire out of it. I'm okay. Pilot said it's all right.
Well, he knows what he's doing, and he said it was fine. He goes, this happens from time to time in the Rolls-Royce engines. And I said, then why do we have those? Everybody else was calm, so I stayed calm.
And then the fire department came out.
Fire department came out. They say the fire department is going to come out to the right side of the airplane. You will see the trucks. Everybody relax. It's just a normal procedure, and they're going to relight the engine.
There'll be no relighting.
They did it, and it was fine.
Now you can bring the fire department out, and I'll execute that thing they call an exit.
No, at that point, no, I really felt comfortable. I don't know why, but other than the fact that I knew what had happened, I'm surprised nobody else didn't get up because everybody doesn't know that does happen from time to time.
How often have you been flying?
Flew my whole life.
Okay. You never saw this before?
I've never seen it. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I've never seen it before. Normally, if it's like a 727 and the engines are further back, if nobody sees it, it was pretty obvious because the engines were just outside the windows. I don't think they'd even tell you.
I'd have crawled out the window.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
I'm going to blow this out, and I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm not staying on any type of plane that has flames as part of the takeoff.
It was spooky, but for whatever reason, I felt comfortable enough to stay.
Yeah, and then when you see a fire engine pull up next to your plane.
They warned us it was coming.
I don't care. Well, you can warn me all you want. I still know if the fire department's coming, normally they're there for a reason, and it's probably in their name.
It's because it's just standard
It's the
procedure.
fire department. It means something's on fire.
Something was on fire. They're monitoring it for the second, and if it did it again, they were going to.
Well, I'm not going to give you another go round with this.
One's fine, but if it has two, that we certainly can't take
Somebody
off.
sent me an email, one of the pilots that listens, and he said, that happens more than you know. It really does.
All right. How long before we need a break, Clem?
Now.
Yeah, okay. Alfie, what are those calls on hold?
A lot of people are saying that JD's wrong that kids as young as 19 can do air traffic control work because the military trains them to do that.
I don't think he's talking about they can't do it. I think he said he'd prefer they didn't.
I prefer they be 21.
What do you think is going to happen in 2 or 3 years?
Just maturity, grow up a little bit. I just don't, like I said, if you get in the system and you're going to put you in an
Let me take you to one of the college campuses and show you the maturity that's going on?
No.
During one of the parties?
No.
One of the keggers?
And this is who you want in the tower?
Well, it's still at 21 or 22. It's still going on.
And chances are the kid that's sitting behind that ATC screen is probably slightly more responsible than the kid going for whatever degree in crap math or partying.
Again, if they're bringing them into the system and putting them in small airports and working their way up, that's fine with me. But you put them in New York, no.
So they're actually talking about straight out of high school, straight to New York.
That's the way this reads.
I didn't get that from that at all. It just says that they would be put in the controllers in training. They mention the 2 near collisions at airports in New York as a further reason.
And they want so many air traffic controllers are willing to give you a $100,000 bonus to go to New York.
Yeah.
Okay. As a new hire.
As a full-on new recruit.
Hold on. Yes, Cody.
Hi, how's it going? I was going to tell JD that my dad started whenever he was straight out of high school. He was an iron worker making $70,000 a year. They offered him 14 to go in there, and he was 19 years old, and he's been a controller for 26 years now.
What airport did he start at?
DFW. Came straight out of the academy, worked at DFW, still works at DFW.
Now, wouldn't they, if you'd start at a major airport like DFW, wouldn't they'd start him at night?
They start you go through the academy, then you go through training, then they set you up next to someone who's been there for 10 or 20 years, right next to you in case you screw up. They got your back, so kill a couple 100,000 people.
How long does that go on? That you're in training?
90 days.
90 days.
And then it's probably a process of about 6 months, which is why they're dying for people, because to start from start to finish, to have a full controller that's going to be with you for a while, it takes about 3 years.
Okay.
If they don't wash out in the first 6 months.
All right. Thanks. Why wouldn't they have addressed this possibly late 80s, early 90s, after Reagan did that mass firing of all the ATCs back in the mid-80s?
The ATC people have been screaming for this for the last decade. Screaming. We have a problem.
Because as these controllers age, and if you're not replacing them, then all of a sudden you're going to be exactly where we are. You ain't got enough.
And they have a lot of guys now that are ready for retirement, able to retire, but they haven't because they want to make a little more money and stay on the job. And the FAA come in, pisses them off. They say, okay, I quit. Give me my retirement. See ya. And that's another guy out of the tower. And
you can't immediately replace.
Not at all. That's why every airport in the country is understaffed.
All right.
And to answer your question, because our government doesn't think ahead.
This one you had 20 some odd years in the making.
And you had a hard date, too, because you knew when they all got fired, you knew when they all got hired, you know when they're all going to leave.
I'm just saying, but, they didn't want to say, all right, we need to go ahead and spend this money now to get, new people in there. No one ever wants to spend money on what's really needed until it's an emergency.
Yeah. We're very seldom are we proactive. And when we are, people are pissed about it.
Like I said, and now they're having to give these people a $100,000 bonus on top of their salary just to get them on board.
All right. Any more of those? No? All right. We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Play at your own risk. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
You said, Daniel?
All set.
All right, what do you got?
All right, traffic is brought to us by Lone Star Overnight, Reliant Energy, and the Las Vegas Convention Bureau. In Mesquite, problem there, 635 northbound at Oaks Drive. There's an accident that's actually blocking that accident in the HOV in the left lane, blocking those two, and that has you backed up to Galloway. And in Arlington, I-20 eastbound before Matlock Road, that accident has been cleared, but traffic is still unwinding to Cooper. There's your look at traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Dan. All right, going to be 80 for the lows and the upper 90s each day for the highs. Some storms now developing to our north and northwest. Probably going to be here in the next couple of hours around near Jack County right now. We have 95 degrees at Live 105.3. What I miss?
It's not even worth retelling.
Chloe thought it was.
It was all visual.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, you don't tell me. Okay.
Dan's wrapping up traffic. Yeah. I'm sticking a piece of chaw in my mouth. I got to get the chaw in my mouth, put the lid back on the can, throw it at Trey, flip his mic off, flip yours on before he's done talking.
Okay. So it was all just...
It just looked like a quick...
circus trick.
Yes. Is that about right?
Yep.
Okay. See? Not worth retelling. But thanks for killing 10 seconds.
You're welcome.
All right. You got more news, Dan?
I do indeed.
5:45. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Last week, we, of course, told you about how Jesse Jackson was overheard saying he wanted to, quote, cut Obama's nuts off because he was supposedly talking down to black voters. Then on Sunday, while discussing Jackson's comments, John McLaughlin of the McLaughlin Group referred to Barack Obama as an Oreo.
I have this audio. 47, if you want to hear it.
Who said this?
That would be John McLaughlin.
What cut is it?
47.
Question, does it frost Jesse Jackson, that someone like Obama, who fits the stereotype blacks once labeled as an Oreo, a black on the outside, a white on the inside, that an Oreo should be...
Is he getting ready to retire?
That old man's lost his mind.
No reason to bring up the stereotype.
No.
That's not pertinent. Is all he had to say is this driving Jesse Jackson nuts that you got a black guy who's coming in on the tail end for 20, 30 years after the civil rights movement and now has a damn good shot at being president? Is that chapping Jesse Jackson's ass? You could ask it that way. You ain't got to throw no cookie story in there.
Has anybody given him any crap about this up to now that we know of?
What did this air? This past Sunday?
Yes.
Seems like this would be a Sharpton moment.
Boy, it really does, yeah.
You got, if they jumped Imus for what he said about the Rutgers team, then for, who's this guy?
John McLaughlin.
He called Obama an Oreo. I would think that would raise a brow.
I think he puts it in context of this is what blacks used to call someone like Obama. Maybe that he's skating on it.
So it's okay if you put it in the form of a question?
I'm just, or they may just not want to go after the crazy old man.
Question, does it frost Jesse Jackson, that someone like Obama, who fits the stereotype blacks once labeled as an Oreo, a black on the outside, a white on the inside. That an Oreo should be the beneficiary of the long civil rights struggle which Jesse Jackson spends his lifetime fighting for.
Why would it?
Let me listen to it again.
Question, does it frost Jackson, Jesse Jackson, that someone like Obama, who fits the stereotype blacks once labeled as an Oreo, a black on the outside, a white on the inside, that an Oreo should be the beneficiary of the long civil rights struggle which Jesse Jackson...
Well, actually, he's using a racial slur that blacks would use against whites. Maybe that's how he gets away with it.
Yeah,
it's still funny.
Black on the outside, a white on the inside.
Sounds damn tasty.
That an Oreo should be the beneficiary of the long civil rights struggle which Jesse Jackson spends his lifetime fighting for.
Anybody answer the question? Or was it just a big focus that John McLaughlin called Obama Oreo?
Basically, he said he didn't call him one. He said that's what blacks used to call someone like him.
Well, there are a lot of things that I could throw out that blacks or whites used to call other people, and that's not going to get me off the hook.
No, but it's the way he stated it, it was like, this is what they used to say about people like this. And I get back to the fact, as we get closer to this election, is race going to really come into this?
Race is going to be a part of this nonstop, only because you really got nothing else to focus on.
Yeah, you're right. God knows.
I mean, obviously, it's a landmark in history to have a black president, but to focus on anything other than whether you think he could run this country or not is really ancillary. And the fact that his mama's white, make any difference?
No,
that doesn't come into play as far as having the intelligence or the history to run this country, the experience.
I don't think Oreo in this, what he's talking about, is talking about the fact that he's half black, half white. It's talking about, and it goes to what Jackson was saying, that he's not addressing black causes. He's addressing men.
As the president should.
Well, exactly. But
the question is, does it make Jesse Jackson's ass white by frosting it? To have somebody like Obama come in on the tail end of the civil rights movement, he didn't really have to do anything. The question is it pissing Jesse Jackson off? Because Obama didn't really have to do anything to get where he is.
No.
They laid the groundwork. Obviously, it's going to piss off Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and anybody else that ran for president that were part of the civil rights movement.
Jesse and Al both would have a better chance if they weren't so damn radical and only looking out for black issues. As you've said before, just once. Do something for a white, even a white issue, but just do something for somebody other than...
Don't make it a black issue. Make it an issue, and I know this is overtly naive, make it a human issue. And you're going to get, if you have a black agenda, you're going to get a lot more white people on board with this, because you've turned it into a human being issue and not something that's going to have some kind of tent to it.
Always has to have the racial angle to it. That's why they never had a chance of being president, because everybody thought, well, they're going to get in and only address the black issues.
And all you have to do is go back and look at the variables. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton didn't make it as president. Got black agendas. Obama doesn't. Okay? Who's the front runner?
Exactly. What do they really expect Obama to do? Come out and go, you know what, when I get in there, whoa, boy, it's all going to be for the black man. Hell no.
No, you're not going to do that, because that's going to scare all the whiteys.
Yes.
Because you don't know how pissed off black people are still with us over everything that's gone on over the past 200-300 years.
I got the office.
I lied about everything I said. Now,
here's what we're going to do.
First, get you some gloves.
No.
That's one reason you can't have a black agenda, is it's going to scare white people.
Why would you want that? That's not what a president's there for.
That's what they think. And they think because Obama is black,
any more than
that everything should have some kind of black angle to it, and it doesn't have to.
Any more than Hillary Clinton should just be taking on women's issues.
Or just having the agenda.
Yeah. She had that covered.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. A 70-year-old pilot and his 67-year-old passenger escaped serious injury when their small plane ran out of fuel and crashed into the front lawn of a house in South Jersey last night. Ronald C. Miller of Siddaminton was flying his ultralight aircraft back to the Flying W Airport in Medford after spending the day at the shore.
Stop, Chloe.
Less than 600 yards from the airport, the home-built experimental aircraft crashed through trees, ripped through telephone wires, and lost a wing before coming to a very bumpy landing on a front lawn. Patty Craig marveled.
What's he laughing at?
The story that came out 3 or 4 months ago of the other plane crash, where they had been out catching lobsters.
I still have that in my file. Can we pull it out?
Plane crashes. They're able to make it. Everybody survives. Then the lobsters break loose. Is that what you're laughing at?
Here it is. It was crabs.
Whatever.
3 fishing buddies returning from Port Lavaca. Single engine stalled midair. The Cherokee was put down in a vacant lot about a mile short of the runway at Hobby Airport. And while no one was hurt in the crash, one passenger aboard the plane did receive a number of crab pinches.
Like Dan said in the story, the guy comes flying out of the plane just covered with crabs.
He did.
Georgette McGuire, the girlfriend of one of the men on board, said when this happened, Craig was sitting in the back, and the cooler just went. Crabs went all over the place, biting him left and right. It was driving him crazy as he came out of the plane covered in crabs.
And then the plane blew up.
Oh, it so sucked.
You go through the sheer terror of a plane crashing. Yeah. Everybody makes it out.
I'm fine.
You think Jesus was watching over us. He was also watching over us. Gotcha nose.
God. I'm getting out of the plane. So are we.
Somebody help him. That poor man.
It's just the jacked up luck that goes along with that. Of all the things, you couldn't have been out catching koalas.
No.
Because what do those do? They hug.
They'll just hug you, say they hate Qantas, and everybody's happy. You got to go out being hunting for crabs, and then they're
off crabs.
Yeah,
it's because they got caught. They're ticked off.
Funny when you grab this out.
Crates bust open, then you got them all over you. You know what that sound is?
What?
That's irony. Irony's got your nose and your balls. Go ahead, Dan.
Yesterday, a spokesman for U.S. Airways announced that, actually this is Friday, spokesman for U.S. Airways announced that starting in November, the airline will be removing in-flight entertainment systems from all domestic flights. Their reasoning: it seems the entertainment systems weigh about 500 pounds each.
Why don't you just take the seats out and let everybody bring in sleepers?
I got a better idea. Put the freaking flight attendants back where it was, where you had to have a weight limit. If every single flight attendant would lose the 30 or 40 or 50 pounds they're carrying around, that would save a lot of fuel.
What are these projectors? What do they weigh?
The entertainment systems weigh about 500 pounds each, and by removing them, the company expects to save about $10 million a year in fuel costs.
Yeah, JD's right. If you got, 4 flight attendants?
4 or 5 sometimes.
On one plane, and if each one drops 50, 60 pounds.
And there was a time when you couldn't bust your weight limit by 2 pounds. Guy washed out of our Southwest class over 2 pounds, and he looked like a bodybuilder. He was just thick. And they still washed him. And that was back when you had a weight limit and you could not get over it. They wouldn't even hire you. Wouldn't even talk to you if you're overweight.
Was the ACLU come in on this and say so, it's discrimination because you're not hiring fat chicks?
At some point, it's happened in the last, when did that, doesn't matter, last 15 years. They've come along and, man, every time I've flown, they're not only fat, they're fat.
Do they have to go through some type of physical training?
No.
It's almost like a fireman. Regardless of what you look like, if you can't make it through the training, you ain't getting the gig.
Well, there's training, but it's not physical, no. There's no running or jumping or anything like that. No, there's no physical. But back in those days, because some of those exits the wing exits are only 2 feet across.
Well, how do they expect a flight attendant to get out of that and help people down the slide?
No clue. And I have no idea why they stopped having that weight limits, other than the fact that somebody probably sued them, and they went, yeah, you're right, that's discriminatory.
Hold on. Line 1.
You put on weight, they take you offline.
Yes, Julie.
Okay, we were just in Florida a couple of weekends ago, and we would take the kids out at night and go catch crabs, and we would put them in a bucket. And those little effers get mad, and they will pinch you, and they won't let go, and they back up, and they are angry. I've never seen anything like it. They will come at you like they are mean. I've never seen anything.
Grabbed them out of their house.
Well,
that's nature's defense. You take me out of my house, I don't have a knife, I don't got a gun, I don't have pepper spray, I don't have a taser, all I got are these claws. Chances are, I'm probably going to go to work.
The funny thing is we would catch little fish, and we'd put them in there to kind of make, like, simulate an aquarium. They'd grab a hold of those fish, and they'd rip them in half and eat them. And then they'd settle down because it was like room service.
I don't know why that's funny to me.
It was funny to watch. They'd be all angry until you fed them.
Well, obviously, you feed them enough, they get tired,
full of food,
loosen little crab belt, lay back.
We'd let them go when we were done, but, dude, before you fed them, they were angry.
Yeah, I would be too. Yank me out of my house and throw me in a bucket? Come here.
We were just watching them. We let them go. We weren't going to boil them.
And they know that.
Well, they don't know that. Not some kind of universal crab sign. I ain't gonna boy.
Love your show, Russ.
All right, thank you.
They're just backing up as they see you over the top, and they're snapping both claws. Come on, bring it, let's go, let's do this.
I've seen him do it.
They're crabs. That's what they do. Why is everybody else shocked?
I don't know why she's shocked. Put them in a bucket. They're pissed off.
And they back up and they come at you again.
They get low.
They're worse than Space Invaders. The lower they get, the faster they get. And they're mean. I could look just like the Space Invaders.
Actually, you think about it. Yeah, like this. Arms up and down.
All right, how long before we need a break, Lo? Hello? All right.
50 Cent and Val Kilmer worked on an upcoming movie together called Streets of Blood, and they're apparently now becoming pretty good pals. In fact, they may be taking their friendship to the next level by collaborating on some music. Val says, I don't think he's going to produce a song, but he really likes one of my songs. I told him my idea for it, and he wants to help. He's officially my new friend.
Val Kilmer has a band?
Yeah, he's. I've heard for years that he considers himself a musician.
Mm-hmm. But he's such an ass.
How do you know?
Oh, he's one of those people. He's like William Shatner. No one can stand to work with him. That's why I'm after the Batman movie, although he didn't get rave reviews. Whoever that director was said, absolutely not, no way, no how will I work with him ever again.
He has the...
I liked him better in the Batman movies than George Clooney and who's the other one? Chris O'Donnell?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the outfits they gave him, they got metallic with nipples.
That's one reason they didn't.
Superheroes don't have nipples. Great big shiny cod pieces. It's already bad enough. There's an aura around them that they're both a couple of queers. Don't give them outfits that are shiny metallic with nipples.
Was that the Batman and Robin? I can't remember because I think I quit watching them after a while.
That's the one that's the one that killed the franchise.
Yeah, they said the new one's going to be really good.
When does that come out?
This weekend.
You seen it yet?
I've seen it, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Let me know.
Saw Hunter last night.
What is that?
I'm not Hunter. Hancock. That's Will Smith. He's a superhero, but a really reluctant superhero. And in the end, what's her name? Theron.
You've already given people time to turn the radio off.
Oh, sorry. She's actually a superhero, too.
Okay. Is that a big movie?
Yeah. Huge. Ow! What? They were married, too, for that matter.
You had to fly.
Oh, yeah.
Was that something you plan on seeing, Dan?
Well, I did.
That doesn't... Yeah, it does ruin it.
All right.
I got an email from somebody that's pissed off at you. Can't believe you still feel the need to give parental advice about anything, let alone sex education. I guess this was that yesterday? Mm-hmm. We were talking about that? You're entitled to your opinion, but of course... But you can't fully understand parental issues unless you have a child. If you think you're so knowledgeable about raising kids and have so much to share, then maybe you should raise a child to carry on your beliefs and your opinions instead of spouting off about the things you don't completely comprehend. And
I comprehend statistics, and if they're saying, what are you laughing at, Dan?
Just the absurdity in that argument. I can't stand
hearing. I get about one of these a week from people talking.
You can look at stats and see that teen pregnancy is on the rise again. And the story that Dan read yesterday was one out of 3 before 20
was pregnant.
I don't know if the way it played out, if they all kept the kids. But nobody wants to explain sex ed to kids. They don't want to hand them condoms. They don't want to give them birth control. They want to preach abstinence that obviously is not playing out.
I think people just get twisted when you start talking about how they should raise their kids. You don't have any kids. You've never been around kids. You refuse to be around kids. Why? How would you even know?
I said I wouldn't do it. If I had kids, I don't want to sit down with my daughter or son and explain to them, here's what goes on with sex. First of all, I get too wound up. I would rather somebody in the school just go through the entire process of sex ed, show them everything, tell them everything, give them all the different options, let them decide. Because they're going to do it at one point or another. Why not give them either the tools or the education that goes along with it? Especially that you can't just pump for a while and pull out. And
that's the big one.
Blow someplace else and think, I can't get them pregnant. That's probably the biggest way a lot of these kids get pregnant is they think, as long as I pull out and dump my load someplace else, be it on their belly.
Yes.
Or someplace a little higher.
No.
If you don't tell them that, they're going to think, I can do that. I can get away with it.
They completely safe. I mean, I never thought that. I don't know why. I know my dad and I had a brief discussion, but I don't know most of what I know from school. My kids did too, but I did have the message.
I don't want to have a sexual talk with a child. So let somebody who's trained to do it. I'm not trained as a parent. Most parents aren't. Just because that's your child doesn't mean you're going to know the best way to handle the situation. Mm-hmm. Let an educator do it.
But I think as a parent, if nothing else, you almost have a responsibility to teach them to wear protection, not so much for pregnancy, but for all the diseases out there.
They don't want to have any type of conversation, and they certainly don't want to hand them condoms because, again, the what is it when you're against something?
Anti?
The anti people. They look at that and they go, well, obviously that's just giving them permission. You give them a condom or you put them on birth control.
That gives you
that's a go and do whatever card.
It's a real tricky time. I remember
it's not a tricky time. The answer is extremely easy, and nobody seems to want to address it. And whether I've got kids or not, it's easy to spot, and the solution is even easier to come up with.
Which is have
give them protection, stick them on birth control, give them the education. And then just hope for the best, because really, unless you're going to watch them 24/7, that's all you can do.
Would you say hand out condoms then in school?
Yeah.
Okay, and how about birth control? That has to go through a doctor.
Do it however you want. But as far as condoms, yeah, hand it out in school. Because a lot of times I didn't go buy condoms just because it was embarrassing. Or I'd send the chick in to go get them.
But you're going to get the religious right. There's no way in the world going to allow schools to hand out condoms.
Okay, well, then let kids have abortions at 15 or 16.
You're right, and that's what's happening, unfortunately. Clearly, one in three.
So why is it I got to be a parent to have some type of take on this? You don't.
You don't have to be a parent any more than you have to be the president to know the country's a mess right now. But you don't. You really don't.
Which one of those, Alfie? 2? Yes, Lucky.
Yeah, Russ. How's it going, man?
Good.
I hear you, and I just wanted to tell you I'm with you 100%. I get so tired. And in my job, I get this all the time. People say,
Lucky's a cop.
Children? Oh. You know what my job is.
Well, JD and everybody else in the room don't. Not everybody knows that Lucky's the cop. Give them your standard opening line, because I get to hear it every time you and I get together.
My standard opening line?
Yeah.
As far as who I am?
Sure.
I just tell them I'm lucky.
That's okay. His last name's part of this, and he's got this cute opening line every time.
Oh, okay. You didn't want to tell us, though?
That one where I tell everybody, I tell them to squeeze my hand, and they felt lucky. You met Mr. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yikes.
Anyway.
Every single freaking time. And he says it like he just came up with it.
Hey, I got a new one.
Oh, God. Well, might as well premiere it here.
Okay. I was going to say, I got a new one. The new one's going to be on my tombstone. It's going to be, he was lucky until the day he died. He was right until the day he died. Until today. And then it's going to have the day I go.
I don't think I'm going to give your family a check. Do we need a break?
Oh, man.
Wow. Just because of that. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Audio stimulation. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Did Rebecca Miller move over to Channel 8?
No, she's on 5. Why?
I thought she left Channel 5.
Rebecca Miller? No.
Oh.
She's on 5. Oh, did she leave? Oh, she'd leave. I'm sorry. Yeah, she did.
But she's on Channel 8.
What's she doing?
Right there.
That's an animal, a pig. Rebecca Miller. Be nice. You don't know Rebecca.
I apologize.
Well, you didn't.
Now. To the pig.
But if you put a big belt buckle on that pig.
God. What story are they running?
In shelters for weeks, sometimes up to months. These two pigs have been brought in about 2 months ago. Now, shelter volunteers will stay here until they find a good family. Live in McKinney, Jonathan Betts, Channel 8 News.
Yeah. She looks happy there.
I got her tail.
God. Gray's right. Stick a great big belt on that. Stick her in front of a weatherman.
Quit it. Oh, my God.
That's funny. You actually see her tail wag in HD. Never noticed that on Channel 5.
Stop it.
What were you saying during the break?
Alfie was begging me to swap spots, and he wants to be in the ball, in the human bowling ball.
Can he get in that?
Yeah. We not looked at it during the break. The seatbelt's big enough, and the hole is big enough. He can get in it.
Did the guy from Outrageous Adventures say that ball would hold somebody? Alfie?
It's all metal. It's all welded.
What do you weigh?
I weigh 340 this morning.
Have you lost weight?
Yeah, I have.
Which weight have you lost?
I've lost about 31 pounds or so.
I haven't noticed.
Oh, thank you.
I thought you weighed more than that.
Oh.
He's losing weight.
What kind of diet you on?
I've just been eating pretty much nothing but fruits and vegetables and nuts.
All right, you're getting your protein from your nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a screwy diet. How long are you going to stay on that?
I've been on it for about a month or so. My stomach was acting up a little bit this past week, but
Where'd you come up with this diet?
One of my buddy's sisters, actually. She's a nutritionist or something.
And she was okay with you being on this?
Yeah.
How long are you going to stay on it?
As long as it keeps dropping weight.
Now, haven't you been supplementing as far as extra protein with like a protein drink, or did you stop that?
I stopped that.
Okay.
I had been, but it wasn't helping out that much. So I just, I eat nuts and beans and tofu and that kind of thing.
Are you taking in any other vegetables?
Yeah, as many as I can get.
Because you can eat an ass load of broccoli, and that's going to be filling. You get the fiber.
Exactly.
And it makes you feel like you ate a lot.
That's the biggest thing with me. As long as I just feel full, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Fat ass.
Stop it.
You called him a fat effer last week.
That's because he was laughing at me because I ran into the door.
So you're saying when Russ does it, it's just meaner?
It's meaner.
Well, that's the way
I was getting back at him. He's being mean to me. I was getting back at him.
He wasn't calling you names. He was laughing at something
he
you
was
did.
thinking the names. But anyway, he went out there to the ball and he said, he goes, I wanted to do this ever since I was a kid.
Let me replay Alfie from last week. After you ran it. What was it, the fourth door?
Yeah.
You finally realized all four of them were locked.
I ran to the final door.
What?
Shut up.
What is that?
There's only one door left.
Shut
Fat f***er, shut
Sorry, Alfie.
Yeah, you're right. The way I said it was a lot more hateful.
It was.
All right.
But he went. He's ever since I've been a kid, I want to be in the ball. I'm like,
that's it. Well, there you go.
Dreams.
All the pens set up on the side of the building.
Yep.
During the long drive, because that's really for bowling pins that are 5-6 feet tall. That's a perfect alley because you got a 50-foot strip with walls on each side.
Yep, everything's set up.
All right. How many people is it going to take to actually roll that cage towards the pin?
At least 2. Probably wouldn't hurt to have 3. Gavin, too. You can have Gavin out there, too.
Gavin, you want to help? Hold on. Gavin, you want to help with this?
Oh, sure. I'll push him.
Okay. All right, Alfie. Trey, how long to set this up? Do you know?
To get him in, it's probably going to take JD what?
It takes about 2 minutes.
Okay. To get him strapped?
To get him in and get strapped.
Okay.
You step through and then get all the belts on.
All right. Hook up the mic. Is there a mic already hooked up outside, or are we going to use a wireless?
Nope. No, we have a mic.
I don't hear nothing.
It's probably just inside the door. So.
I don't hear nothing.
It's got a switch on it, Trey.
All right, Dan. Well, you read news until they're ready.
Happy to.
6:23. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. This is, of course, for all of us men. Do you ever worry that your most intimate...
Hold on a second. Yes? You there? Here it comes.
I think he made it.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
We have headsets now.
Hello? It's like NASA, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't won some type of Marconi award for the pre-produced value of this show.
Yeah, we're...
Hello?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing now? Hello?
Walking the mic out.
You dragging it behind you? You ever think about picking it up?
I'm holding it.
You're right.
Don't get cocky. I'm holding it.
Slick.
All right, I'll listen to you in Q. Tell me when Alfie's crammed in.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Again, this is for us men. Do you ever worry that your most intimate of areas doesn't really smell that great? Well, if so, you're in luck. That's because you can now buy a product called Bala powder.
You don't like the way it smells. You pay for dinner.
What does that mean? What the hell? What does that mean? It's nice to be fresh. You like to shave down there so it looks good.
I shave and I take a shower, but if we go out and we eat and you don't like the smell of it, then you pay for dinner.
Well, I don't think they're marketing this to you because you take care of yourself in that regard.
And he doesn't give a crap.
Well, there's that.
She has to smell.
I bathe before I go out on a date, but sometimes as you sit there and you have dinner and you get a little wound up, you tend to excrete. And sometimes you stink.
I understand.
But that's also part of the smell that goes along with sex. You don't like it, you pick up the eats.
Such a gentleman.
Well, everything seems to be focused around chicks. I don't like that. Nobody says anything about doing something about that stench that grows down there when they sit in their pants all day and their mackerel cooks for 8 or 9 hours. Then they expect you to eat it and smile while you're down there.
Doesn't she really normally take a shower, bathe before you have to go down there?
Who?
Your girlfriend, Amy.
Amy?
Yeah. Your fiance, excuse me.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess she shaves?
I'm not down there a lot.
When's the last time you went down there? Is that something you only do like when a relationship's new and after that you're like, that?
Yeah.
You suck as a boyfriend. You blow.
Sound bites.
Shut up, Dan.
Dan looked in the air with his eyes. He's just like he's scanning the skies. Sound bites. I gotta be really wound up before I eat anything.
Do you get drunk and get wound up and do it?
Sometimes, but then I can't perform because I got the limp ween. Which is damned irritating because I spent all that time eating it. Now I can't do anything else with it.
You prepared it, but there's nothing.
I just. Why
do you get the limp ween by eating?
If you get drunk. Oh, I don't get the limp ween by eating it.
That's what it sounded like you said.
No, you said, do you get drunk and do it?
Okay, so you're drunk and then you can't perform. That's quite a quandary for you. And I'm sure she loves every moment of sex with you when you're not falling asleep on top of her.
God. I was drunk and I was still able to have sex with her. The fact that I passed out on top is of no issue.
Oh, that's totally the issue.
I didn't want to have sex. She did. I was able to get up enough blood flow in that Hold on.
We need some people out here to help push.
How many extra people do you need?
Gavin, maybe send Dan.
Dan's reading the news.
Well, it's starting to rain and lightning, so...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sounds quite dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Especially the
mental ball.
Is the guy from Outrageous Adventures with you?
Yes.
Okay, so that's...
So you got... Chloe, go help him. Who was that?
Alfie.
All right.
I thought Gavin was out there.
He is.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got... Trey has another assignment. Instead of pushing.
Oh, what's he doing?
All right, so is Gavin and the guy from Outrageous Adventures and Chloe going to be enough?
Yes.
Okay. How far away is the big metal ball away from the pins?
30 feet.
And is it just like a bowling alley? Is it 10 pins?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it's 7, actually.
Okay. Doesn't make any difference.
It's pretty cool to watch.
How long before you're ready to go?
You're inside the ball.
How much longer, guys? How much longer?
Yeah,
less than a minute.
Okay. All right. Holler when you set. Okay. No, I don't like to eat it after a while.
Okay. Well, clearly, again, you're not very romantic. You've already said you suck in bed.
I like to have sex.
I understand, but
I don't like foreplay. I don't like the licking, kissing. I don't like anything else that leads up to it. I like for them to be wet. I like to be in the position I need to be in. If you want music or candles, you want to get that set up, hit me on the intercom when you're set.
Basically what he's saying, Jim.
I can actually hear the thunder.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm looking at the radars.
That's got to be damn dangerous.
It is in a metal ball.
All right, we're ready.
Is that rain I can hear?
Yes, it's pouring.
Well, I didn't plan this. All right, anytime you guys are ready.
All right, go.
That's mean. That's just damn mean. Volunteer to be in your ball of death. Shoot the cannon at him.
Hey, Trey.
Yeah.
Bring all the equipment in. Just leave Alfie out there in the ball.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, my God. That's cold.
Basically what you're saying is...
I bet we go off the air, because if it's loud enough for us to hear the thunder in the studio, that's loud enough to hit the STL and take us off the air.
Mm-hmm.
Look how wet clothes.
Oh, my God. Damn. Did it just suddenly open up out there? Because it wasn't that bad a minute ago.
You don't watch me be a dick.
Huh? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Is it raining?
I'm fish again.
Go ahead, Dan.
Anyway, the stuff is called Bala powder, which is basically a scented talcum powder for your area. According to its website, Bala powder is intended for use in the nether regions, but can be used anywhere that dryness.
Trey just walked in. Let me do it again.
Do it, Trey.
Is it raining?
Just a little bit.
I didn't even know it was in the forecast.
Yeah. Storms came in from the northwest.
You guys let Alfie out?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's lightning and it's a metal ball, which would make it the metal ball of death. Because he strapped in there, nowhere to go. And
how many pins did he knock down?
Looked like 5.
Alfie, you got to go out there and pick up your spare.
There's lightning out there.
Not to mention the cannon.
What? You said this was your dream?
This is lightning.
I don't think his dream involved storms or a cannon.
God, I couldn't hear him when the cannon went off.
Oh, he screamed.
Okay. All right. Did you want to go again after the rain?
If it stops raining.
Was it fun? Did you enjoy it?
No.
I neither.
Did you enjoy it up until the cannon?
No.
All right. But at least that's something you can mark off your to-do list.
Oh, yeah.
Why would that be? That's what he said. It was a lifelong dream to get in one of these big metal cages.
Since I've been a kid, I've wanted to do this. I'm like, you got a spot.
All right.
On the dream train.
Does it look like it's going to rain for a while?
It may pass through pretty quick.
Let me look at it here. Got about another half hour.
How do you know?
I'm looking at the radar.
Okay.
Watching stuff moving from DFW.
All right. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Child custody battles can get pretty messy when a couple gets divorced, but this family is taking things to an all-new level. Recently, Jamie and Christy Meyer of Fulton, Indiana, got divorced. In the settlement, Christy was granted custody of their 3 daughters during the week.
So you and Joy still have the same type of sex you did when you started dating?
From time to time. I mean, it varies. There's times we just do it.
And you still enjoy the clam?
Oh, yeah. There's times I light the candles, and I set up my massage table the other night, give her a full back rub and feet rub. Did the whole thing as a lead up. Yep. We do with the whole thing. Candles, I put on... I won't tell you what I put on. But
is it music?
Yes, it was music.
Or is it an outfit?
No.
Are you role-playing with her clam?
No, it was music.
What do you do? You stick rubber nose and glasses on it?
No, it was...
You eat out Groucho?
It was... No. Stop it. It was music.
Gotta give Groucho the cigar.
I put it on a DVD. Anyway.
Which DVD?
I don't want to say.
What is it?
It was a Barry Manilow romantic music CD, DVD. That's the gay part. But she likes him. She likes him, so I give her a full back rub and give her candles and massage.
I've done that, but I stuck on Finding Nemo.
Why?
I don't know. Something makes me horny about the crab fights.
I'll have to try that. God. So we had the full evening. And there's other times we wake up in the morning, we just get to it and move on with the day.
All right. I just get tired of eating it after a while.
It varies. That's the thing. I like to keep it different. Like a little this, little that. We go on down, we go to the beach. It's a whole different deal. We got all evening. You can just relax, walk the beach, do it on the beach. The lifeguard tower. That was fun.
And you never dress her clam up like something?
No, why would I dress it up like something?
I don't know. You're big into role playing.
Well, that's
a little cap on it, cigar in it. Bang Fidel Castro.
No, don't do that. No, never mind. I keep saying that. Shut up. I keep starting to say stuff.
She wanted
to make the whole sing. To a Barry Manilow song.
You're crank?
Yeah. She took it and started singing Copa. I'd like to be lying, but I'm not. She'd been drinking.
Did it do the whole song?
No, just
a medley.
Just did a couple of verses, and then I made her stop that.
I like to see it do Bandstand Boogie.
No.
Does it take requests?
God, I'm stupid.
How are we doing, Chloe?
Breaking 2.
All right. Why don't you show us one of its numbers?
I'm not going to take my wiener out and let it sing for you.
It's not gay if it sings.
No, I think it
It's
is.
not gay if it's a show tune?
Yeah.
I don't know if he sings Mandy.
You can't without taking, but I think
give us a little shot.
I'm not going to give you a shot at it.
It's gay if you just pull your penis out and we stare at it. But if there's some type of intrinsic entertainment value, then we're not homos.
No, I'm not going to.
Sing to us with your penis.
I won't. It was embarrassing enough to have her do it.
What is it,
Dan's actually going to be sick.
Soundbites! God, man! Sing to us with your penis? Well, then how about a limerick?
I'm not. Hey, what's your name?
Can we break right here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back
Something flashed here in the studio. Is the lightning overhead?
It's directly overhead.
Yeah.
I went outside to smoke a cigarette out front, and I thought, I'm going to go back inside.
Trey left the walkie-talkie out there, so I went to get it, and I got halfway there, and I heard, here it comes. I have it coming.
Yeah, the last time it was raining, you decided to go outside and just enjoy a light summer drizzle.
Storms. I love them.
The electricity hit the studio, the transmitter link tower.
Scared me to crap. I crawled on my knees back into the building.
Like that would have mattered.
Yeah, like it would have mattered. Hey, you can't get me. I'm 2 feet down. I'm safe.
In your mind, you're double grounded.
As far as I know, we haven't flashed off the air.
Storms are just now, the big ones just coming out of Irving heading toward us. So we'll have another batch here in a minute.
Okay. We got 15 minutes to kill. Sing to us with your penis.
I will not sing to you with my penis. Stop it.
How about a nice haiku?
No. No, I will not do a haiku. She dressed it up like one time.
What, Trey?
A sonnet?
No. She dressed it up like something like Carmen Miranda one time. That was about 2 years ago.
You put a little fruit bonnet on your penis?
Yeah, she did. She likes to play like that. I don't roll with that.
What did she have it sing when it was dressed up like Carmen Miranda?
Oh, Solo Mia.
Oh. Yeah. You ever do anything from South Pacific?
No, I don't really know that many. I know Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair. What else? An interesting choice. And
how often do you have these penis concerts?
Just every once in a while. She gets in a silly mood. I had Barry Manilow on, live from Las Vegas. I was giving her a back rub, so it was right there in her face anyway. She grabbed it. She started singing, Copa Cabana.
Should draw a little mustache on it and do La Bamba.
No! I'm not doing La Bamba with it.
I think I still know how to play it.
I'm not taking my wiener out in the room full of guys.
I've already explained.
No! It's just, damn.
The qualification here, it's not gay if there's some type of intrinsic entertainment value. It's not titillation as far as the government goes.
I don't believe I'll do that, but thank you.
It's like your 1.5 inch rule from yesterday. If it doesn't...
Yeah. I think we made that promo, actually. Didn't we, Dan?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Me sticking my thing in close ass?
Yeah.
What? Why you gotta do a cracker that way? Load it up, Flo.
The Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3.
I don't want to have that conversation with any child, especially of my own. Let somebody who's removed from the situation educate my kid. In your mind, they're always innocent and pristine, and then that hair starts growing in, and you don't want to think about it, but all of a sudden that thing's turned into a wildebeest.
I understand. I've been there. Whew, all right, relax.
Let's all play a game of just the tip. What do you say?
Of the what?
Just the tip.
What does that mean?
You never heard that?
No.
That's the whole your first.
Do I need cash?
No, that's what's great. It's free.
Well, just stick the tip in?
Yeah.
All right, Chloe, come here.
Hey.
It's just the tip.
It's
not
baby.
Gay unless it actually goes into your sphincter.
I think it's 1.5 inches that makes it gay.
Join the afternoon treehouse. The Russ Martin Show.
I ain't going to put my name on that.
I read that somewhere.
1.5 inches?
I believe I read that someplace. I don't know.
You going to sing to us?
Boys Life or somewhere. No! I'm not singing to you with my wiener.
We got 12 minutes to kill.
Play La Bamba.
Do a nice serenade.
All right, play La Bamba. I'll take it out. Ready?
Well, hang on. You going to put a mustache on it?
I'm not drawing on my wiener. No. No.
Chloe, give me a Sharpie.
Are you insane?
Here, all we got's a silver one. We'll just pretend it's an aged penis. It's distinguished. I don't normally sing La Bamba, but when I do, I sing it with my penis.
No.
Hang on, let me see if I still know how to play this. This ain't in tune, is it?
Yes, it is. All right, here we go.
La 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 la.
You got my rhythm off.
Wow.
Hey, Dan, look over here.
No, sometimes I just
it was a great idea a minute ago.
Hey, just because I say it's a good idea doesn't mean I don't like to play the role of listener from time to time.
You turn around and look at it. I didn't think he was really going to yank it out.
That's not my fault. That's his.
Shut up and look at his penis sing La Bamba. Don't give me the sound bites look.
There you go again.
All right, but I'm not going to enjoy it.
I'm not going to start again.
All right. Come on up, fella. You're a good boy.
I'm just jumping ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Chloe, put the camera away. God. That's his falsetto voice.
And it makes it even more manly because it's got the mustache on it.
Yes. Absolutely. That's
Why don't you stick a pipe in it?
No! Pipe in my wiener. Stop. Done enough damage here. We have a lot more news.
What is line one?
It's Big Stacy with a request.
Yes, Stacy.
Not put it in a gold LeMay dress and make it say proud Mary.
No.
How about if we... thanks, Stacy. What about if we put a gold tooth on it? No. And you've seen something from Snoop Dogg.
As long as you make the click-clock noise.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could do that with your ass.
I want cash for that.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
I guess.
Do we need a break for Lycus?
Short break, yes.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so recently, Jamie and Christy Meyer of Fulton, Indiana, got divorced. In the settlement, Christy was granted custody of their 3 daughters during the week, while Jamie was given custody on weekends. The arrangement sounds simple enough, but there's a catch. Christy is a Christian, and she wants her daughters to go to church with her. But Jamie is a Satanist, and he wants his daughters to attend the Church of Satan with him. So now Christy has taken Jamie to court in hopes that the government will legally require the girls to go to church with her instead of Church of Satan with Dad.
What do they actually cover in a satanic church?
They have a whole Bible and everything. I don't know what they
take the 10 Commandments and move around a bunch of do's and don'ts?
No, I have no idea, but I know they have a Bible. I know they actually, worship Satan. I don't know if it's demonic like we think it would be.
The stuff I've seen about the actual Church of Satan, it's not as demonic as everyone makes it out to be. It's actually more of just like there's still some decent principles in it as far as, don't be a jerk, but everything centers around you.
Why would you have an aspiration to go to hell?
And Satan, we're talking about the devil, bad guy. That's our God?
Well, technically, sure.
Okay. You're right. Why would you want to, if that's where Satan hangs out, why would you want to go to hell?
Yeah, I saw South Park, the movie.
None of that looked good.
All of a sudden, the right hand of Satan doesn't seem so great.
It did to Saddam.
Yeah. If you're into that sort of thing.
I love that movie.
Let's... All right, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. A Nashville Musicians Union is angry with the production company from Toby Keith's movie Beer for My Horses, which opens August 8th. The president of the Nashville Association of Musicians claims he spent 3 months trying to get B4MH Productions to sign the union standard contract, which includes a provision to give session musicians about 1% of the DVD sales. That of the B4MH, of course, stands for Beer for My Horses Productions. The union says their contract is a standard agreement and that other movies filmed in Nashville have to agree to. Technically, Beer for My Horses was not filmed in Nashville, but they did use all Nashville-based musicians. So now the movie's production company and Toby's label, Show Dog Records, have a different take. They say they've played it by the book and have paid all the required fees and benefits.
So who's Toby screwing around? Trey Not Now?
He's not,
Go ahead.
He's not really screwing on anybody. They didn't shoot it in Nashville, so they don't have to go by the rules of Nashville. They did use Nashville musicians, but
they didn't go by union standards because it didn't shoot in Nashville, despite using Nashville musicians. So basically, it's a loophole.
Well, why would they expect him to pay like a day rate? I'm guessing is what they're looking for. If you didn't shoot it in their city, that's why a lot of people don't shoot in L.A. anymore, and that's why Texas lost a lot of business as far as Hollywood went, everybody went to Canada.
Yep, because they get much better contracts, much better deals, much better tax breaks. And in L.A., as you well know, they pay people to stand around and do nothing. That one guy when we were on the TV commercial for Disney, nothing to do all day but follow us with an umbrella and keep the sun off it. That was his gig. And if you want to move a light, you better damn well be in the union. You better not touch a light or a
Do
cord.
you still have that spot?
Oh, absolutely. You want to see it?
Trey, have you ever seen it?
No.
We
it's Disneyland big.
When the TV show JD and I did was on Fox, they were doing some cross promotion with Disney. Where they fly? Hollywood?
Yeah, it was Hollywood.
All right, did Disneyland.
Okay.
They put buckwheat wigs on us. And we do some type of promotion for the Splash Mountain.
Like you come off Splash Mountain, you had such a good time, your hair's standing straight up.
Okay, gotcha.
That was maybe the time we were on the 30-second spot, we were probably on for maybe 6 seconds. 3 seconds at the beginning, 3 seconds at the end.
Uh-huh.
We shot for 12 hours.
Mm-hmm. All day. And had
and didn't get a freaking dime.
We did that twice. Once for the anniversary and once for the Splash Mountain.
No, yeah, what do you got on VHS?
VHS. I just looked at it 2 months ago when I was going through my garage.
Bring it up, I'll convert it, and I'll put it online.
Okay.
Absolute, abject waste of time.
And it's forever. It was cool to watch. And I mean, they closed up a whole part of the park in the anniversary one. It was a parade, and all the characters were moving, and all the stuff was flying. But you're right.
And they stopped for some jackass reason that nobody would ever notice because the spot moves so fast. All right, the confetti didn't fall in the right spot on Goofy. We got to re-rack and start everything. So that meant another hour and a half for everybody to back up, reload the confetti, and start again. There goes the power, and I bet we're off the air. Please. Now we're still on.
Does that commercial make you eligible for SAG membership?
Would it?
Hold on, let me think. Maybe. Possibly.
That was 20 years ago. I'm sure we probably missed it.
Well, I mean, I know I'm eligible because of some other projects I've done here, but I don't pay the dues. You don't have to in Texas. Why pay them if you don't need to?
All right. Which one of those, Alfie, before I break? Which line?
Line 2.
All right. Yes, Matthew.
Hey, Russ. Dude, Kid Craddock's dick riding on you, man. He's using your bit of the menopause.
What'd he say?
Basically what you said, that they get hair on their lip as nature intended, so nobody wants them.
Why wouldn't he steal something good?
And he's using it as a promo, too, so if you check it out during the day, you'll probably hear it.
Tracy, if you can, maybe it's on their website. Okay. So you can pull it up. All right, thanks.
I give him credit for trying to alienate all of his listeners.
Yeah, no kidding. We can get away with that over here.
Yeah, you got a predominantly male audience. You can slam chicks nonstop, and the chicks that do listen are probably the ones that are shaving anyway. But why do you want to alienate your soccer moms who are this close to tall looking like Fidel?
Oh, already past that point, probably.
We need a break here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, is this a Snoop?
I'll play it.
Oh. Trey, take that last stink bomb, throw it in the can, go throw it in Kevin's office. Pull the door. Hurry up. Okay, we'll be back.
No! No! No, no, no! 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 No!
Yes.
No! Oh, it stinks! It stinks! Stinks!
We'll be back.
Well, can you get some more of those?
Pimps in the crib, ma. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. The police trying to get at you. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. And if you get enough, get an attitude. Pop it like it's hot.
Yes, that's good. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
You get this off of Wiki?
Yes. I saw a couple of years ago, that's why I couldn't remember all of it, a special on the Church of Satan on the History Channel. They were trying to, dispense with some of the, the things that people weren't sure about.
Here are the statements from the Satanic Church.
Okay.
There are 9.
Are these like the 10 Commandments?
Sort of. Okay, not really.
Satan represents indulgence instead of abstinence.
Okay.
Satan represents vital existence instead of spiritual pipe dreams.
Okay.
Satan represents undefiled wisdom instead of hypocritical self-deceit. Satan represents kindness to those who deserve it instead of love wasted on ingrates.
It's hard to argue with a couple of these.
Talking about Satan here, Dan.
It doesn't make any difference. A lot of it is still basic and instinctual.
Okay.
We like to have sex. We're supposed to have sex.
Okay.
If we're supposed to procreate, then indulge. Instead of abstain, you would think abstaining would be going against God. He wants us to screw.
That's why there's diseases you can get if you just go out there and screw everything that moves.
Satan represents vengeance instead of turning the other cheek. Satan represents responsibility to the responsible instead of concern for psychic vampires. What's that mean?
I don't know. Got me on that one. Psychic vampires.
Satan represents man as just another animal, sometimes better, more often worse than those that walk on all fours, who because of his divine spiritual and intellectual development has become the most vicious animal of all.
Got to go with that one.
Satan represents all of the so-called sins as they all lead to physical, mental, or emotional gratification.
Okay.
Why have us enjoy something and tell us not to do it? That's like some kind of biblical whoopee cushion.
It's not. I have no idea.
You just put in a nutshell most of the Old Testament.
The whoopee cushion?
In essence, yeah.
That's in there.
Satan has been the best friend of the church, the church has ever had, and has kept it in business all these years.
Well, yes. You have evil, then God's there to help you.
Hang on, there are more here.
No, the really good one is the 11 satanic rules of the earth.
All right. Number 1,
satanic
do not give opinions or advice unless you're asked. Well, they stole my religion.
I'm pretty sure that they were around before the show.
Do not tell your troubles to others unless you're sure that they want to hear them. When in another's lair, show him respect, or else don't go there.
Okay.
If a guest in your lair annoys you, treat him cruelly and without mercy. They stole my religion.
So you're a Satanist all this time?
Who knew?
I didn't.
Do not take that which does not belong to you unless it is a burden to the other person and he cries out to be relieved.
Okay. I'll go with that one.
Acknowledge the power of magic. If you've employed it successfully to obtain your desires, that's a sentence, period. If you deny the power of magic after having called upon it with success, you will lose all you've obtained. Do not complain about anything to which you need not subject yourself.
All right.
Do not harm little children.
Well, that's a good one.
Do not kill non-human animals unless you're attacked or if it's for food.
And this is my favorite.
When walking in open territory, bother no one. If someone bothers you, ask them to stop. If they don't, kill them.
Does it say that? It really says that. Stop bugging me. No. Okay. I'm just going by the Bible.
It's kind of like the Pizza Patron kid. If you slap me again, I'm going to kick your ass.
Official Church of Satan website. That's pretty much all that's on here.
Yeah, and it gives some, history of some of the main people involved back in the day.
It's a lot more realistic than the Bible.
And that's their angle. That's the part I remember seeing on that special is that,
Plus, these commandments are a hell of a lot easier to follow.
Yeah.
And abide by.
Somebody bothers you, kill them?
I wasn't doing anything, and according to this, you tell them to stop first. You ask. If they don't, then they got to get it.
You kill them. Because they're irritating. What if they're retarded and they just don't know how to stop? You kill them anyway. I mean, the one about the kids.
I don't see any loopholes on this, so I guess you can do whatever you wish.
I guess the one about the kids, obviously, is the only one that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Dan's right. I like the last one. someone bothers you, ask them to stop. If they don't, kill them.
It's almost a bumper sticker.
Well, I'm sorry. Other religions could take a lot from this straightforward approach.
All right, it's after 7. Anything else before we go?
I wanted to mention this to you real quick. A loud argument between two deaf women led to one of them being arrested Friday for assaulting a police officer.
What? You got two deaf chicks screaming at each other?
Apparently so.
Go ahead.
Police arrested Teresa Maley following an argument. Police went to the building around 10 o'clock. Inside, they found Maley yelling at another woman whom police did not identify inside one of the apartments.
You're a stupid Duncan!
Both women are deaf.
Dickhead! You dickhead!
Say it slower.
Dickhead! Dickhead! Dickhead!
Officer Felipe Martinez stood between the two deaf women, and one of the deaf women shoved Martinez while trying to attack, turning into one, trying to attack the other woman.
You think! You think!
All right, that was a little too close.
I think Helen Keller understood that
one. All right. I believe I'd like to leave. Here you go, Dan. This is loaded already.
All right.
Anytime.
All right. For more information on the Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any questions you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin. You pulled it out, I'm going to kick it off.
Damn it!
You get me.
Other show websites. JohnDavidRyan.com, DanO'Malley.com, DJClo.net, TreyTrenholm.com, and for Chuck the Band Manager, ChuckWheat.com.
Take this Sharpie and fix that. Your mustache got smeared. You look retarded.
Also, of course, for all of your party and team building activities today, Human Bowling was provided by Outrageous Adventures. Their website, outrageousadventures.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com. The official airline of the show is Southwest Airlines. Their website, southwest.com. And the official site for Live 105.3 is live1053.com.
All right, see you guys tomorrow.
See you. Bye.
You can now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.
Metro West.